Welcome to the channel. It's me, Vandal. I hope you have an excellent day. It's that time of the month again. This is my best clips from July 2025. This is a really long one, so make sure you grab something to eat, something to drink. Enough of me yapping. Let's get to the videos.
Here. Dude, my house, my apartment, the whole thing, bro. Dude, holy shit. Oh my god. My everything, bro. Holy
You know, I was stopped one day when the little boy asked, "Do you draw Mickey Mouse?"
I just get into I'm a weed. He's gonna later walk back. What's up, Dad? What's up?
What we need to do now is get focused. Stop. You're a problem.
Talk about a new fear unlock. I didn't even know that was possible.
What the I respect it.
No, I would be pissed off if it was my lawn.
Get out of there!
No! Oh my god!
Só tinha um, né, cara? Pelo amor de Deus. Calma, ele tá levantando. Sai daí, cara. Sai daí, cara. Tá vindo aí, ó. Sai daí, cara. Ele vai fazer isso.
When you see videos like that, you can't help but not to feel sad for the elephants, since they obviously in this territory. But videos like this really show how strong an elephant is.
Thank you, dear. Oh, look at the big one in front of us. Oh! Are you, bro? What the freak? What the hell? What the hell?
When were they going to tell us that lab-grown meat was approved by the FDA? Why are they approving this stuff for our health? And before people say, where's your sources, you can literally look it up. They literally approve lab-grown meat. It says, yes, the FDA has approved lab-grown meat for human consumption specifically. And they're already putting this in stores without telling people. Like, this is disgusting for real.
You know, they did that with GMO, and the reason why they said they didn't want to label it is because it would confuse the consumers. This was like over decades ago. Now we're doing lab grown meat. They need to label that stuff.
Is that in the sky? What the is that, bro? I'm just saying. What the is that?
You okay?
Hey, you okay?
I'm actually fine.
This woman was on a cruise when she found some pretty creepy decor images on the boat. Images of young individuals with their eyes closed and mouth open. There were several versions of this throughout the hallways. In what world would a professional cruise line think this is good art to welcome anyone on board? So obviously it got people thinking, because it also almost looks like the children are screaming. It's really unnerving. And by this woman's reaction, she also felt very uneasy and scared. Guys, let me know if you want me to do some investigating on this cruise line.
That got more creepier vibes than the Denver airport. When your cruise ships start having art like that, I think it's time to get on another ship. And they need to say what ship it is so people can boycott it.
Bro, do y'all see somebody in this crib or am I tweaking? Like, it was 2 bodies right there. I'm just walk away. I don't know. But that's weird as f.
Annabelle done took out a paranormal investigator in Gettysburg. Paranormal investigator who helped lead the Annabelle Doll tour passed away in Gettysburg. The visit of the doll steeped in paranormal legend to Gettysburg ended in tragedy this weekend with the sudden passing of one of the national tour's lead organizers. According to the New England Society for Psychic Research, the organization behind the tour, Dan Rivera, 54, the lead investigator for the New England Society for Psychic Research and U.S. Army veteran, passed away unexpectedly on Sunday, July 13th during his visit to Gettysburg. I'm sorry, what? The article goes on to say that 911 was called to a hotel for an unresponsive male. They performed CPR, life-saving measures, and unfortunately, he passed away. I don't know about y'all, but if the plantation burning down, the 911 lines going out wasn't enough of a sign to leave the haunted doll alone, I think this might be it. So take the doll back to where it came from, and leave it there, and leave it alone.
All these years he took care of it, but then when they decide to move it, which they shouldn't have did, when a doll is so haunted that when you touch it, bad things happen, I think it's time to get a different job. But RIP to that guy regardless.
What did she just say? Because this is hands down one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. And Oprah said it live on TV. And yet no one else is talking about this video. And honestly, I'm not supposed to show you guys this. But if you could stomach it, I'll show you. Now, to give you guys some backstory. In case you guys don't know who this is Oprah Winfrey. Literally one of the created her brand around this ability to ask thought-provoking questions to her guests. Questions that no one else would ask, but yet everybody was thinking. And that's how she grew popular and accumulating over $3 billion because of this skill. But because we were caught up in the accolades, failed to realize what truly goes on behind the scenes. Countless people have come out and speculated that Oprah really behind the scenes is cruel and just evil. And people will even go to the extent saying that Oprah works for the Illuminati. And sometimes it's obvious because of the things that she says.
I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than what we discussed earlier.
So did you have to groom her? Did she always have this body? Stand up just a moment, because no one saw you come in standing up. Now, this is what I call a body. Very good, very good. Are you about 5'9", 5'10"?
5'9", and I try to stay around 120. When you look at it through today's eyes, when Oprah's like, stand up and show me your body, show us why you're worthy of being here.
Oprah Winfrey has been problematic for a long time. Fans are discussing her controversial moments after Cindy Crawford shared her feelings on their 1986 interview. Oprah objectified her and spoke about her in a dismissive way. It's a gross moment, and now Oprah's team is scrubbing the internet to try to protect her. So let's get into it. We've talked about Oprah before on my channel, but recently she's been trending for all the wrong reasons. Honestly, Oprah isn't this holy grail. She has had a problematic past before, which we've done a deep dive on, but recently Cindy Crawford called out Oprah for treating her like an object on her show, having her show off her body at the age of 20, which just kind of speaks to where we were as society at this time. Recently, there's a new documentary series that came out titled The Models, which I actually watched last night, and I came across this moment. Cindy has called out Oprah over their 1986 interview.
We all seen clips from Oprah's show where guests seem more like props than people. The fact that Cindy brought it up in a documentary about Marlon says a lot. It's not just entertainment moments like that stick with people for years. So many clips that I've showed on this channel that just shows that she just used people for profit.
Tell you that there's more land out there that you didn't know about and you didn't believe me. But when I say I got your ass, oh, I've got your ass. Lost world discovered beneath the ice in Antarctica. Oh, you son of a b****. So these scientists started digging a hole 2 miles deep into the ice, and what they found was absolutely astonishing. There's a whole tropical land underneath the ice. So they're saying it comes in layers. You've got the thick ice, then you've got the lake, and underneath the lake, you've got the land. Now for a long time, we've been saying that in Antarctica, you can get to the center of the earth. And some people are saying, through that entrance in Antarctica, you can get to Earth's inner world, Agartha. Oh my days.
Assault in Las Vegas is about to skyrocket because Uno has officially been added as a table game at one of the casinos. In fact, Uno didn't just get added as a game. They opened an entire social club at the Palms Casino Resort and then filled it with branded stuff like pool tables, bowling alleys, bars, and even Uno-themed rooms. But the only thing I want to know is what game are they playing? Because I swear, if that dealer tells me I can't put a +2 on a +2, hands will be thrown. So the question is this a good idea, or is it just going to end badly?
I think it's a fun way to get people who don't play poker and more complex games to play something simple. But yeah, people play by their own rules, so they need to 100% go by the official rules. I play Uno online sometimes, so I definitely can see a lot of fighting going down because of this game.
Where's Viv? Coming again!
Could you imagine on your way going to work and then this flood like that is happening in your car, your job, and you'd be like, I can't come in today because the subway system is going to be super delayed. And they still ask you, what are you just going to be late? You can just get an Uber or something, but the whole town looked like it's flooded. I don't know if that's just poor infrastructure or maybe New York just wasn't thinking about floods when it was built. I don't know, but that is crazy. And what's going on with all the floods this year? I've never seen this many floods before. We're only halfway through the year.
Attention. There is another Mandela effect. Yes, it is. And I'm sick and tired of jumping timelines when I know what I know from my past. Yes, this. Everybody knows that this is sherbet. Sherbert. No, they have been saying it is sherbet the whole entire time. When are we going to be told that we are jumping timelines? Because this has never been. Never. It's always been sherbert. Sherbert. These Mandela effects got to go. So in my mind, I'm thinking this cannot be true. So of course I go Google it and I saw this over here. It says sherbet powder, sherbet stick, sherbet versus sherbet, sherbet cat. And I was like, you know what? Okay, we're getting somewhere. I clicked on it and it said, did you mean sherbet powder? What? Sherbet. It's sherbet. It has always been sherbet. I know I'm not crazy. I know it because I know everybody has called it sherbet. This is not a family mistake. This is worldwide.
Do you remember? Because I never really had that ice creams. I know somebody in the comments know. Leave the comments below. Let me know.
Know it. Take me back to my original timeline, please. Please take me back to my original timeline.
So we're going to see if it's true that Oreo cookies are so filled with toxins that they will not burn when you hit them with a blowtorch. This is the real deal, guys. We're not playing around here. We're going to see what really happened. Okay, so here's our first Oreo, and we're just going to do a quick 1/2 second blast, and nothing really happens there. So here's our second Oreo. We're going to do about 1 to 2 seconds, and again, still nothing happens. Okay, I'm going to increase the video speed for you guys so you're not just waiting around. So that was a 5-second blast right there, and still nothing. This is kind of interesting. All right, we're going to kick it up to about a 10 to 12 second blast here on this next one, and still nothing. Okay, notice the wood is burning, but the Oreo is really not. Okay, we're going to do a full 30-second blast on this last one here. And oh my God, I just can't believe this. This is crazy. The wood is on fire. The Oreo is barely destroyed. This is a solid cookie right there. That was 30 whole seconds. Look at this. It didn't even really burn. In fact, you could still see Oreo. Look at this. This stuff on the inside is barely melting. The wood is trash, but the cookie stays strong. Wow. This is how toxic our food source is. And many of these toxins that we have eaten over the years, they bioaccumulate, meaning they get stored in our body and have the potential to create disease and obesity.
Think of it this way. If the apocalypse ever come, we know exactly what to grab to eat for some calories, Oreos and Twinkies, right?
A woman in a New Mexico hospital woke up from a coma just as her organs were about to be harvested for donations. And as doctors stopped the procedure, the donation coordinator said, just do it anyway. What? Danielle Gallegos is who it happened to, and she says she feels lucky to be alive. Well, if it was up to that donation coordinator, you wouldn't be. In 2022, when this happened, Danielle was homeless. And according to reports, the organ harvesting organization was putting pressure on the doctors to take her organs out of her body before she passed away. When one of the doctors saw that she was moving and still alive, the organ coordinator said, just give her some morphine and get on with it. What? But this has to be a one-time thing, right? This probably never happened before or since. Wrong. The same thing happened to this guy in 2021, but he almost died from the organ harvesting. And now he's got permanent injuries. Dude, I'm all for organ donation, but let the person pass away first. You know you're not the Dr. Frankenstein. You know that, right? Okay, Booshkies, I just wanted to share this unbelievably upsetting story with you. Shabadoo, Booshkies. Shabadoo.
I'm recording it. What the hell is that?
Man, what in the world happened here? The car's melted, like the sun just zapped it or something. That's not normal, right?
On top of a mountain in Scotland, and I didn't know this existed. Look at the size of that bad boy.
Something supernatural is going on here.
Look right here. Look right here. Right here. Look. Look, watch. What is that? What is that? And it's just gone, bruh. Look at this shit. It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not, bro. What is that? Bruh. It's there.
Oh, like he got some type of doll or something following him. I don't know what that is.
Shoot me down! Shoot me down! Yeah, you pussy! What's up? Everybody watch out! Everybody watch out!
But let me get this straight. He get beat up, and then he want to go grab the, talk about a coward. That even Walmart is even getting more and more unsafe every day.
Here's proof that the ocean is just one big... What the heck is that? This is a basket star, and this right here is how it eats. They stretch out their arms like a net, which are covered in mucus. Think flypaper.
This is what the world would look like if Circuit City hadn't gone out of business.
Guys, I'm afraid that I just found a Mandela effect. Okay, when you would go to the ice cream truck when you were a kid and you wanted the ice cream that you have to push up, what would you call that? What do you call that? Because I would call it a push pop. And I Googled that. Flintstones push pop. Because I'm just looking for it. And every single one of them called a push up. A push up? Nobody's doing push-ups. It's ice cream.
Yeah, when we were all kids, it was push up with the Flintstone. Push pop is the candy. I'm not sure what she's talking about. Even this sounds right. She was saying at the beginning, push up. You push it up.
Hey guys, I am 200 feet below the surface of Poland in a salt mine, and this is freaking amazing. Look at, they made these, the miners made this church. It's the biggest underground church. Anyways, I thought it was pretty cool. Have a great day.
Look, man, do y'all think that is LeBron James? Have y'all seen this interview? I know y'all have seen the videos, but yeah, he looks like some kind of Star Trek looking character, man. Like, look, yeah. Why is it that all these celebrity doppelgangers from back in the day, a lot of the pictures we compare, like with famous rich people, to other ones back in the day, they're always connected. There's just so many look-alike. I know we've all got doppelgangers, but why is it that a lot of these celebs and like famous people, elite or whatever, they have doppelgangers that were also celeb/elites? It's just kind of strange, isn't it?
Literally, like LeBron was literally going through mid-cloning or something. What's up with his nose? Like they messed it up or something.
Look at this. There's a waterfall where there shouldn't be one. This whole lot. This whole parking lot. It's just incredible.
Neredesin küçük kız? Seni bulamıyorum. Neredesin?
What are they hiding from us in Antarctica? So recently, 19-year-old pilot just was arrested for basically landing in Antarctica. Now let's talk about it. So this teenage boy named Ethan Guo, excuse me if I pronounce his name wrong, was attempting to basically fly to all 7 continents. And he has a huge following and a huge social media platform, and he was basically trying to raise $1 million to basically help with cancer research to become the first pilot to, fly to all 7 continents. Solo. He basically been posting and broadcasting his journey since last September, which has helped him gain millions of followers. But authorities said on Saturday he submitted a false flight plan. And because of that, he broke several national and international regulations. He was immediately arrested when he landed in Antarctica, but his lawyers is basically saying that he was having some technical difficulties and he had no other choice but to land in Antarctica. But what is tea with Antarctica? Like, why is it so top secret? Like, you literally have to be a part of the government or a scientist, or they have some type of little expeditions and some little tours randomly and very rare throughout, you know, the year that you can do, but it's only so much you can see. But what is up with this place that why is it so top secret?
It's because you can get yourself hurt and they don't want you seeing stuff. But I really think it's because something is going on down there and we will just never know.
And I found Rip Van Winkle. Giant version of him. How big this freaking dude is. That is incredible. He's a big dude. Wow. That's freaking amazing. He is huge. Wow.
Imagine you out in the woods at night camping and that thing start moving. You know how terrifying that would be?
I think I'm in the Matrix, look. Now look, gotta follow the signs. I have been where you feared to be. I have seen what you fear to see. I have done what you fear to do. All these things I have done for you, anonymous, with a spear in his damn ribs. What happened, big guy? What happened?
I just learned today that you're supposed to put your silverware in the drawer on its side.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I don't know, man. That's pretty terrifying to wake up to you.
Look, guys, the meerkats are named after Slender.
Y'all want to see a recession indicator? Not only does Wendy's make fresh, never frozen ground beef patties, they also have the bacon, so you can make you a baconator. Put that down.
What in the fucking weird stuff is this? Ooh. You got straight Jeepers Creepers truck over here. So sketch. So sketchy.
They would have got me because I would have definitely went in there to see what they selling.
This is just wild to me. So the Department of Justice and the FBI concluded that Jeffrey Epstein commits. Not only that, there was never a client list after they said, we're going to get all the files and we're going to hear everything and we're going to hear the truth.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that.
But the part that's the most wild to me is that Ghislaine Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence in jail for conspiring with Epstein for trafficking with minors and prostitution, but there was no clients for any of that. So they're saying there's no credible evidence that Jeffrey Epstein ever blackmailed any prominent figures. And the second part is that they're saying he commits. And to back that up, they're showing video footage of the hours and hours of the day he died, that no one ever went into the cell, no one ever came close to it. And I guess we can watch that footage ourselves. And if you watched Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, go on Joe Rogan's podcast, you kind of knew this was coming because Joe Rogan was asking the questions that we're all kind of thinking. I mean, this is one of the biggest conspiracies in the world. So he asked him about it, and Kash Patel just kind of gave vanilla answers, and answers that we didn't want to hear, and what we got today. And the timing of all this is crazy because of what just happened with P. Diddy. I mean, he dodged the count of racketeering and 2 counts of and And I guess that's what evidence is showing, so we can't do anything about it at the end of the day. It just feels like we're getting robbed of the truth, and it just sucks. So this is the footage of Jeffrey Epstein's cell, and it's supposed to be proof by the Department of Justice that no one went inside of his cell and that's why they said he commits. But there's just one problem. So if we look at the footage, there's about 11 hours of it. From the minute 11:59 to 12 a.m., it cuts out for 1 minute, and we do not see that footage. Now, I don't know if this is some type of joke, because everyone is starting to figure this out after watching the footage, but there's a whole minute that's completely cut out. Also, what happened to them saying that the cameras malfunctioned or they lost the footage, whatever the heck happened? But now, magically, years later, they recover the deleted footage or the footage that they never had from a different angle that's literally right in front of the cell, and it's the same day we get it where they say there is no client list and that he commits. Just frustrating, because months ago the Attorney General said the client list was on her desk, and now there is no client list. And now the footage, there's a whole minute that's cut out, and we still have no explanation for that. If we do, I'll keep you guys updated, but just a weird day.
I just want to point out in that video that the cells you're seeing, like the doors, that's not where he was at. He was actually pretty much around the corner. You can't see the door. But if you actually watch the footage, you can see like a cell prisoner kind of come out and then go back in. And then before that happens, you see a guard get up and go towards his cell. So regardless, something weird happened. We'll never know, because in my opinion, there's too many people at the top that probably was, you know what I'm saying. And we'll just never know. My question is now, though, what are they about to distract the masses with now, if we're going by the usual formula?
Can I set the record straight with this comment right here? If you're still thinking that these are zip lines, I'm not promoting anything in this video for you to go do or try. But these are not zip lines. I repeat, they are not zip lines. These are the guide wires that come up to these torp arms and stabilize the tower. Just yet alone, if you are still thinking that these are zip lines and you think that you can zip line down there, you will get put on the t-shirt. I can't say anything that's actually going to cause this video to get, banned. But I just want to let you know, I'm going to save you the time, especially if you think about climbing a tower, base jumpers, anybody that actually want to grab, the right content. But if you think that you're going to slide down this and go down, you're going to hit an anchor point towards where you will get put on the t-shirt for the last time. Stop thinking that these are zip lines. They are not. I repeat, they are not zip lines.
I hope they paying him well, because that is extremely high up.
Eerily, her shirt is pulled by something that can't be seen. It was right after she walked in to disable the home security alarm, which had gone off for unknown reasons, that this happened. Upon feeling a sudden yank, she immediately drops her food and runs out in a panic frenzy. According to...
I'm pretty skeptical of paranormal videos, mainly because so many fake ones. But the way she reacted, I'm thinking that's 100% real. Because that's like some excellent acting if that person faking, because you can literally hear the fear and the way she run away. That looked terrifying to me.
This man right here, Edwin Babbitt, gained superpowers by locking himself in a room for several weeks at a time. He locked himself in complete darkness for a few weeks, and this is what happened. As he left the room, he developed heightened visual sensitivity. He could literally see the energy fields around people's bodies, aka auras. A lot of people at the time, though, just laughed at him and dismissed his idea because they thought he was hallucinating. But Edwin was also a talented artist. Had it not been for his ability to be able to draw what he saw so accurately, scientists would have dismissed his claims. See, what Edwin had discovered with pure intuition and deprivation of his senses, what we now call magnetoencephalography, which are magnetic fields around your head that the brain produces. It seems like until you come up with a long-ass word like this, or a machine that looks like this, prove what spirituality and mystics have been talking about for thousands of years, mainstream science would just not accept it. I'm an electric and I'll DM you my spiritual guidebook.
Do you think auras and things like that are real? If you do, let me know. And also, I have a question for you. If they are real and you can see them around plants and animals, what color is it around plants.
YouTube is now testing this on almost all different types of niches and content. Or if you are not looking at your phone's camera screen or just the screen because it still can see your eyes, the entire ad, then it will literally not let you watch the video. Now, obviously this does not work with TVs yet. So if you're watching YouTube on your TV, there's no cameras on your TV that we know of. So you should be good. Like, you probably won't get any ads like this, but this is mainly for mobile devices. Because a lot of times when people have ads playing, they just put their phone down, they don't look at it anymore. But now they're gonna make sure you're watching it, or you have to restart it from the beginning. I mean, guys, you can't be that mad. Like, YouTube's putting on all these servers for us. They're helping run all these channels for free, basically. So if you're not gonna watch their ads, then you shouldn't be able to get their free content. So if you're mad about this, just pay for premium. Like, y'all can't expect to just get things for free. Some people are saying this will be my last straw with the internet. I'm so serious. Well, that was before it actually went into practice. Let me know your thoughts and opinion of this.
Healthcare workers that think you're protected from robotics and AI, you're about to lose it.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Ow, ow.
They triangulated the vein.
Yeah, boom, boom, bow, bow, boom, 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 bow, 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 boom, boom, bow, 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 boom, boom. Ow,
yeah, and you even get a band-aid.
Ah, yeah.
We're done.
I learned my lesson. So, hey, this is Jorge from Magical Poltergeist. I know there has been a lot of people that has been telling me, oh, Jorge, you should probably back away from the Ouija board, right? But as you guys can all know, I need answers. I need some information about what all this is going on. So that's the reason why I use the Ouija board. So today, I just want to mess with the Ouija board, and hopefully, you know, we get some answers. I know there's not going to be a lot of people that's going to be real upset about this, but yeah, let's do this. Right, guys? Hopefully, and keep in mind, I'm also by myself. I'm a little nervous about this, but hey, let's do this, all right? I was told open a circle 3 times. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and keep in mind, it is 12:40 at night, at midnight. So, all right. Is there anybody in this room with me that would like to communicate or would like to have some kind of conversation? That would like to communicate or would like to have some kind of conversation with me? Just please give me your information through this Ouija board. If you are here, please let me know you are here by... Oh, it just moved a little bit. Okay. Release it tight. If you are here, please let me know you are here. Bro. Bro, you won't even believe this. Hold on. This is not even fake. Hold on. This just flew. The glass just came off too. And it's not like it's attached to strings or none of that. But hold on, look at the lid right here. Yo, you gotta be, you cannot be playing with me. You gotta be kidding me. And there's no strings on this or nothing. That is why you stay away from Ouija boards. I'm telling you right now, stay away from these I learned my lesson. Oh hell nah, I gotta go. You guys don't hear that?
Oh man. Oh, that's why you don't mess with stuff like that. Even though I think that's staged, his reaction still had me dying laughing. You just leave it alone. Even though I think this is staged, it's still hilarious how he reacted.
in Yellowstone Park got the bears acting unusual, y'all. There's a video going around of the bears leaving the Yellowstone National Park, y'all. I have never seen anything like this, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video and y'all let me know down below in the comments. Have y'all seen anything like this before? And I'm hearing it's not just the bears, y'all. Even the mountain lions are getting up, packing their bags, and getting on. Something ain't right, y'all. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna try to guess. Y'all leave y'all guess down below in the comments, though. But look at this. Look at the bears, y'all. Have y'all seen anything like this before? This shit crazy. I've never seen so many bears in one spot, all going the same way. What the hell is going on? Somebody let me know, why is this happening? Why is all the bears leaving? Do they know something we don't know? Y'all know it's a big ass volcano under that junk. Could that junk be about to erupt? That's why all the bears and other animals leaving? That's just highly suspicious, y'all. There's been other videos around the world of animals acting strange lately, but this one is at the top.
You giving hugs?
Watch closely.
Grammy.
Did you see it? Watch again. As a dark figure appears to dash by the camera, which Amanda isn't even aware of until she shares the video with her husband, who's on his way to work.
I'm Amanda Slaughter, and this is my video.
You giving hugs?
I was like, okay, this is kind of cute. I'm gonna send the video to my husband. He calls me literally not even a minute after I sent it and said, what are you doing? And I said, just folding laundry. Why? Did you see the video? He said, yeah, I need you to sit down and rewatch that video. I'm on my way home. Mind you, he had just left for work.
You giving hugs? Grammy.
I watched this video and I'm screaming, I'm crying, and I'm like, I'm not staying here tonight.
To me, that looked like somebody just ran by, but if you look at the footage, you literally don't see a reflection of that person. Though obviously it's not a person, because it doesn't have a reflection. Either that was edited in, or yeah, the camera picked up something that our eyes can't see. Remember, we can't see like 97% of stuff that's really going on when it comes to, wavelengths. And about the Yellowstone with the bears, I believe that's AI. And to me, that's scary how crazy Google VO3 is, because I'm assuming that's where that came from. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's AI.
This MIT student created a device that allows you to have the entire internet in your head, but today he's nowhere to be found. A year before Elon Musk's Neuralink was even founded, Arnav Kapoor was building a non-invasive wearable device that essentially acts as a Google search for your brain. In an interview he did with 60 Minutes, for example, he was asked what's the largest city in Bulgaria and what's its population. He then proceeds to silently ask the computer, and then hears the answer through vibrations transmitted through his skull and into his inner ear.
Sophia, 1.21 million?
That is correct. This device went on to be a sensation. He was invited to do a TED Talk, dozens of interviews, and it even won awards at MIT. But the strange part is that despite this happening 5 years ago, and arguably the fastest 5 years of growth for AI tech, the alter ego device, or Arnav, are nowhere to be found. He has not been active on Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and the most recent interview I could find was about a month ago, but it doesn't include any information about where he or his device is now. However, in the meantime, Neuralink has been FDA approved, successfully implanted into the first human patient.
I would definitely wear that, but I damn sure wouldn't get no Neuralink. There's no way I'm putting something in my head, especially from Musk. I'm not putting it on for nobody. That is crazy. But like wearing a thing like this, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a shame we don't have something like that, because that would be very useful in a lot of scenarios. I think only thing I could think of is maybe he didn't want to be in the light and he just like making stuff and disappeared. But if we go down a darker reason for it, maybe he missing for that tech. Don't you think it's a little weird? A year later, Musk came up with something similar, but more invasive. I'm convinced that big companies will buy or take better ideas than they currently have, get the patent for it, and just won't research it anymore, and then make something else that's similar to it. And then so they can come off like being a genius or whatever.
Really want to say it's demonic. Like, I really do. I know it's just gross. I know it's weird, but this is wicked. It's Lilo and Stitch meat. Hey, yo, Stitch meat. Bro, I'm gonna just go ahead off the bat and just say this is demonic just because how wicked and twisted somebody had to be to sit down, watch that Lilo and Stitch movie, probably even saw the cartoon growing up, and say to themselves, wow, we should really make Stitch meat. Like, I would love to know what Stitch tastes like. Like I would like to pretend I'm munching on Stitch. Like, what kind of wicked individual, what kind of sick, twisted joke is this? Like, I know he didn't sit down with his board of directors. This was one person at the office, bored and nasty. You feel what I'm saying? And what child, this is not selling. What child is gonna pass by this? Oh, you're just trying to make children cry. This is demonic. That's why they want to put fear and just sadness in children. They're gonna pass by. They're gonna be like, oh, mama, they Stitch. Already almost in the movie, right? And then all the kids was crying. Now they gonna see him packed up like a vegetable. Who packed him up? When you serve up that blue meat with rice and beans, bro, I promise you right now, that's a plate of food that God is not blessing, bro. Don't pray for that food. Don't do it. The Bible says in the last days they'll think of creative ways to sin, and I feel like this is one of them. And at the bottom it says plant foods. Let it be a vegan. Of course it was one of them vegan people. They act like they love animals, but really they want to eat Stitch and every other animal in the world. And now you sitting down cooking blue meat in your house. Only God knows the diabolical mixture of different animals that y'all did. First of all, when meat is different color, you throw it out. Like, when your meat is blue, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. This is diabolical. This is nasty. Stitch meat? Nah, bro, demonic. I'm gonna go ahead and label it demonic.
Jack! In June of 2024, a group of ghost hunters began exploring Old Liberty High in Ohio when they began to hear gunshots. Now, Jake and his friend were the only two on the property at the time. However, they're in opposite ends of the building, so they call out for each other. And after finding a safe place, they call the police. But that's where this gets even stranger, because this school is said to be haunted, and the police end up with their own encounter. Take a look.
I'm at the Old Liberty High School. There's shots fired. Please come here quick.
Thank you all. Yep. We go over here.
You guys armed at all?
No, we have nothing.
Are you the callers?
Yes. Yeah, we are.
So what happened?
Well, we're in,
back here.
We're in here filming a ghost video of all things, and I was kind of standing down here in the cellar, and it sounded like it had to have been like in this parking lot, just like 7 shots. So I ran up to him where he was up in the gymnasium, and we just heard like rattling on the door, and that's when we were like, yeah, we should probably call. The gunshots were all here. The rattling on the door and the footsteps were in the gymnasium, which is right over here.
Sheriff's Office, security, or make yourself known.
Now it should be noted that all of Jake's equipment is still recording inside, as they were in a hurry to leave. And as the police move in to clear the building, this happens.
Sheriff's Office, security, or make yourself known. There's nobody in there, but there's something in there.
Are you serious? For real?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What?
Let me just.
For real?
So right there on the second floor.
Yes.
We were looking this way.
Sorry to pause for a moment, but to me, that just has to be crazy that the cops showed up and they were freaked out and they came back out. Either these aren't real cops, which I don't think so. I think they're real. But the fact that you heard what they were saying is something weird is going on.
I heard pitter patter like that along that. What would that be? The east wall.
Yeah.
And then he hears it at the end of the hallway. And as I'm taking my light down, I see something go like
No way. Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
Yeah,
And then
body
we were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking about you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second. So we went completely black in there. And all of a sudden we heard movement behind us and we just ran.
For real?
Because there's nobody in there.
Okay. Dude.
No, I watch this stuff on YouTube.
Do you guys?
The Estes method and all that stuff.
Dude, that's what we do. We have a channel. Yeah, we have a channel. Yeah.
What channel are you guys?
Spirit Stalkers.
Spirit Stalkers.
Yep.
I'll watch it. I've never seen anything like that before.
No.
That's actually scared me.
Good luck. Damn. All right. Well. Great.
So if you guys need anything else or hear anything else, preferably if it's a human being, let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Now Jake and his partner quickly gather their equipment and get out of there. But after posting this, someone had commented that her husband was one of the deputies that night, and that he still talks about this night because of how creeped out he was. I recommend watching the full thing over on their channel. I'll tag it below.
Yeah, if you're interested in that video, go check out that channel. I've never seen that channel. I don't really watch ghost stuff like that. Because most of the time I just think it's staged. I think I've only seen one that I thought could be real. But most of them are staged. That one seemed like it could be. I don't think it was any actors. But let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, please. But that's all the videos I have for today. Hope you have an excellent day. And I'll catch you in the next one.
Look at that. Look at it. So when I pour vinegar over these eggshells, the acetic acid in the vinegar reacts with the calcium carbonate of the shells to make calcium acetate, and it dissolves in the water. It's an acid-base reaction. It's just like when you mix baking soda and vinegar. The calcium acetate product, though, like I said, is dissolved in the water. And once I filter the solution and dry it up, I get some calcium acetate crystals. But yeah, there's your calcium acetate. Now, if I dissolve some of that in the smallest amount of water possible and then mix that with like 9 or so times its volume of rubbing alcohol, I get a fuel gel. So what happens here is that when they mix, the calcium acetate doesn't really want to dissolve in the alcohol, but because it's already dissolved in the water, it kind of mixes in anyway. And once it starts to mix, you get this complex network of hydrogen bonds and ionic bonds, and all those intermolecular forces make it strong enough that I can scoop this out as a gel and spread it on things like jelly. But the alcohol in it makes it flammable. Yeah. Woo! That's dangerous. Look at that. New Bunsen burner unlocked. All right.
Oh, told you. Man, can't you see that, man? Can't you see that? He dragged you into the wardrobe. He fell. Yeah, man. Look there, listen. Dragged you into here. Are you okay, man? Are you okay, man? Look here. Are you okay? Are you okay? Look there. The door there. Door.
Hey, get out there. It's a cult. Everybody, get out. Get out. It's a cult. Get out. 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 It's a cult. Twilla. No, you can't lock them in, Twilla. You cannot lock them in. Get out. Get out. It's a cult.
We're gonna make those videos, bro.
Okay, Shannon, Twilla, both of you. Come on. Get out. Hey, dudes, girls, get out there. It's a cult. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. It's a cult. Come on. Come on. It's a cult. 7 of you guys. They're gonna make you sign in your contract and make you work 14 hours every day and get paid 15 a week. Get out of there. Thanks everybody, huh? You too, thank you. Stopping everybody with the back. Yeah! Yeah! TikTok, yeah. TikTok, what's up? I'm Cutsido, look me at TikTok. Cutsido. Are you the guy? Yeah. Me and other people. They were trying to all of you, huh? All of you.
That many people was in a Scientology building, you couldn't pay me to even go 100 feet close to it.
Flashes on. Alright, let's take a look. What do you think's in there? I don't know. There you go, son.
There's something wrong with her face. It's like she's a different person. Ready to see you now.
Okay.
Yo, is this some type of joke? Where is she?
She's right on the bed, silly.
They're always talking about doors, but what's behind them?
It's like thinking about what's behind the door. So, like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the room, it's like, damn, it's another room. So I just keep going in different rooms. So one of them times I open the door, I'm going to be afraid and not open the door because I'm going to be scared. It's just going to be the exit. I don't want it to not be another room. I want it to always be another room. And in order for me to protect that, I just don't open the door.
It's a level of success where it's a door. When you platinum and you're getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you can walk in. I was offered these doors. I just chose to go straight.
There's a curtain. There's another room and there's a curtain. And in that room is some shit. You're like, I didn't know y'all was doing this back here.
We never had access to that sort of information.
I call it the room with the door behind it. You never get to that door. We always got through the first door, and we were so excited about being in that room that we never looked at the next door, right?
There's 3 different doors, right? There's 3 different ways to walk. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the right there, and then there's to the left. I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight.
You guys don't get it yet. It's literally the same script over and over and over again. They create these little Disney stars for you to grow up with. That way you form an attachment to them.
I feel more like your friend because we grew up together.
You feel like you know them. You feel like you love them because you've enjoyed what you've seen on your TV screen. As they grow up, they become more unrecognizable, inside and out. They start pushing your moral boundaries a bit, but that doesn't matter because you love them. You idolize them. You've grown up with them. You know them. So you support it. You cheer for it. You want it. You yearn for it. But little do you know that you're supporting the system that is exploiting women. Same with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Just 2 little girls in the Mickey Mouse Club, and the next thing you know, they dress them up as little schoolgirls singing "Hit Me Baby One More Time" and singing songs about "I'm a slut for you." And just like any unhealthy enabler that I have ever met in my entire life, you cheer for it, you support it, because you love them. You just want them to be happy. Let's see what Jaguar Rights states happened to Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
Do you believe that Britney was next to Diddy and Absolutely?
Absolutely. All of those girls, all of those Mickey Mouse girls, including Christina Aguilera, all of them, all of these children have been picked.
It do seem like it's a pattern, especially with the Disney and Nickelodeon people. They all have, unfortunately, weird things happen to them. The only ones that don't are the people that get out, like the Zach twins, from what I remember when I was younger on Disney. And I think the girl from iCarly, but she had very protective parents that were there 24/7. But yeah, it seemed to be a running theme. You're making all that money, and sometimes the kid don't even get the money because they go to the parent. But it seemed like that's a running theme. It seems like you're always paying for fame, no matter the age.
Did you ever hear that theory how the CIA, they have their hooks a lot into rap, movies, and pretty much just all culture that comes out in media.
CIA.
The CIA, yeah.
Word.
Did you know this?
Nah.
This is like some dangerous theory.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be careful with this one.
Okay.
But Cat Williams said it.
Yeah.
Cat Williams said it. So he said that what they did was the CIA funded rappers to talk about gangster rap and gangster lifestyle. But think about it. A lot of the gangster rappers,
yeah,
they didn't go down or get proved of being even part of any illegal activity. So what does that mean? But before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys, phones were being spied on by a blue radio app. Click on this icon, then on more. If you see it, delete it immediately. That means
playing a persona.
They're playing a persona. Well, why would they play the persona? To influence the other people and make them more excited to be part of a culture that's dooming the black youth.
Yeah.
Which is f***ed up.
Yeah.
I looked into some stuff with the CIA.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some dangerous. There's certain, I'm not going to give like specifics.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
There's certain, groups.
Yeah.
There's certain groups and things that happen in the world that they actually funded as a way to stop things from happening, but they ended up going against, and they become a threat to the world. And
I grew up with stuff like that. I didn't grow in the best of neighborhoods, and there are some theories that people would say that that group they're talking about put certain products in those minority neighborhoods. I don't know if that's true, but the reason why they did it was for money, tax money, I believe, for them to fund certain projects. So, and I still believe to this day that certain genres of music, mainly rap and hip hop, is so like dominant in the mainstream media, right? And I feel like it's even influencing people in the suburbs now in a not so good way. So I feel like it's just messing up the youth in general. Obviously not all of it, but it do seem like they push the boundaries of a lot of things. And you hear about the doors in the previous video I had and how people talked about how like they wouldn't go past, or they didn't want to go to certain doors or whatever. I think we all know what they talking about. Whatever you willing to do is the door you pick. Some people have no integrity and they just addicted to that, addicted to the money, addicted to the fast life. To me, that's just some low level stuff.
Just go ahead and add this to the list of things. Scientists are saying that a mega 1,000-foot tsunami could possibly hit the U.S. Mega 1,000-foot tsunami. Now I'm starting to think that the movie 2012 was just foreshadowing what was going to come in about 10 to 15 years at this point. Yes, you might think I'm lying, but I'm not. A 1,000-foot mega tsunami could erase parts of the United States. Scientists say that it has happened before. Now I feel a little uneasy about this because I've heard so many people say within the past 5 years that God specifically told them to move into the mid part of the United States. So like the Midwest, you know, and so people are getting out of the coastal areas, which is a little bit concerning considering the fact that they said that God told them to. Now, if a tsunami happens, it obviously isn't going to happen in the middle of the United States. It's going to happen on the coastal parts of the United States. I just feel like this is another thing to add to the list of the doomsday stuff that's been happening in the past 5 years. We've had so many doomsday things happen. Now, we all know as believers that this is just the birth pangs, that these things are and have been prophesied to happen. Scientists will tell you that it's happened before and all these things have happened 7 billion years ago. It's just recycling because don't believe the scientists. The scientists don't even know what they're talking about. It's so interesting that people will believe scientists when they're wrong literally 60, 70% of the time. But the Bible has been spot on with prophecy 100% of the time. Remember in Matthew 24, it says that these things have to happen. These things are the signs. These things are the beginning of birth pains, these earthquakes, these different pestilences that are happening in different regions across the world. And now remember, in the book of Revelation, we don't see the United States mentioned at all, unless the United States is New Babylon. Either way it goes, either A, the United States has to fall, or cease to exist in the end times, at least the majority of it. So it would not shock me if we had a catastrophic event like the New Madrid fault line, or the New Madrid fault line, the way y'all tell me to say it, the San Andreas fault line, and the tsunamis, if it all happened at one time and if they were all correlated with each other. Remember, we've been seeing weird stuff in the sky. We've been seeing weird things happening. And so I would not be surprised if this is the moment that the United States get wiped off the map.
Wonder if you ever seen the Doomsday map, because that's pretty much what he's talking about. But a Doomsday map, it seems like most of the East Coast is fine. It's the West Coast that has a lot of the issues. When it comes to prophecy and end times, I feel like nobody really knows when that's going to happen, because they've been talking about end times since the beginning of time, like after AD. So I'm not sure about that, especially in the last 30, 40 years. It's been talked about constantly. I mean, since I've been born, I've heard about the world ending like 3 or 4 times. You got some people who think that we all perished in 2012 and we just going through the last phase, or we in another dimension or something. So who knows? That's all the videos I have for the day. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed these videos, make sure you leave a like, leave a sub, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Ooh, the food thing it is.
Welcome back. I hope you had an excellent 4th of July. Today's video is packed with the most unusual clips I could find. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. But enough of me laughing. Let's get to the videos.
I smell you!
Imagine telling ChatGPT all your business and somebody else somewhere asking ChatGPT for book ideas and they tell them your story.
¿Lo grabaste?
Aujourd'hui aussi, c'est un autre.
I beg, Central Discount now, I beg.
Dear fortune, when turkey listening, say, tell my fortune. Turkey was bigger, or had arms.
Anybody had those growing up knows exactly how often that thing would talk without batteries.
I'm gonna trust that you fall. Laura, you trust me. Okay, let's do this. You ready? Here we go. Okay, Laura, let's do it. All right there. I got your attention. You put the power of trust in yourself because you want to trust only you. She's okay. She's all right. She's all right.
Are we talking ghosts? Zombies? Oh, it's a virus. Zombie. It's definitely zombie. It's zombies, people.
Yeah, can't see shit. The fuck is that? Hello? Hello? What the? Oh yeah, kids are here, I forgot.
Even she knows her music shouldn't be heard by kids. It got blasted everywhere when that song first came out.
This is a robot.
God, last year. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's worse in the street.
You got this, Haley?
Things I find strange about American culture as a
This turtle's going viral after it was so disgusted by the sea creature it was eating, it not only spit it out, but after it was trying to escape, it slammed it down with its fin. If I was an animal in the wild being eaten, I don't think I could handle this level of disrespect, but that's my opinion. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
That thing hurt the turtle so bad he slapped it on the ground. That's crazy. I've never seen a turtle act like that before.
I don't know how familiar you are with dinosaurs, but she was the first ceratopsian dinosaur discovered on the fossil record. So, existed about 40 million years before the Triceratops. Her ancestors, I should say. She's only about, I don't know, 4 years old? I'm not exactly sure. Sorry? What is she again? What species? She's an axolotl. Love it.
Normally I would be like, that's 100% fake, but considering how bizarre 2025 would be, it's a part of my brain that's like, it could be.
Ooh, food thing it is.
I told y'all it was demonic, but nobody wanted to listen to me. And in this video that I just found, that literally no one is talking about, it blatantly shows that Cardi B is not real, but she works for evil. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Cardi B's been known for glitching out, where she'll randomly freeze and kind of act like an NPC. But in this video, she slipped up because to an extent, she displayed who she's working for. Now, what do I mean? I'm saying that Hollywood's known for worshiping Satan, constantly making references and constantly having symbolic gestures, all of these different things. And whoever is controlling Cardi B, they shouldn't have let her slip up, because now the whole world knows what's going on. And if she has such a huge influence on society, doesn't that mean they're controlling you too?
I hate humans. Humans I hate.
This, I make videos several times out of the week. It would be so cool if you hit the subscribe button and join me on my next video.
Where is it?
Hey guys,
You
get
can't-
outside, Haley.
Why?
Simone, it's called sirens that are going off Mandela again.
Where's this one at?
Mandela?
I don't even see the one over there. I'm recording because no one believes me when I say every time I'm about to leave this house, the ghost decides to play. Watch. I cannot make this up.
If the ghosts want to play the piano while you're gone, you need to set up a show so it can start helping you pay them bills, because I know that house ain't cheap.
All right, yo, look at this shit.
Week yesterday, and unfortunately, that rain does stick with us. With
That's a bird.
Rain chances as we head into the afternoon. This is our look over Pensacola Beach on our generator, guys. Camera. We have.
That's a bird. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I don't think.
What is that?
Make sense of all this? You ever bought a home with a fucking hole? I advise go in it.
No fucking way, Jimmy. Oh my God, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Come out here.
It really make you wonder what's under your house, right? Because it's more common than you think that it's tunnels and caves that were used hundreds of years ago. They didn't just destroy that stuff. They just rebuild on top of it. I think you know why I'm hearing that.
I had to take a piss real bad. When you ever take a piss real bad, the feeling of just the release is something that truly can't be explained. It's almost as good as sex. That point where you feel like your bladder is going to burst, and then you finally just... Woo! I told you see Diddy like you never seen him before.
I don't know if anybody this prominent has ever went to prison for a very long time.
Jurors have a right to deliver a partial verdict. The counts against the music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The count one, that racketeering RICO conspiracy, that's the top count. And then sex trafficking, 2 cases of that, 2 and 4. 1 for victim number 1, Cassie Ventura, the ex-girlfriend, and also Jane, the ex-girlfriend referred to as Jane, accused of coercing her into freak-off parties through similar methods, and also you can see there transportation for prostitution.
He is found guilty according to the deliberation on 2 counts of trafficking and 2 counts of transporting and engaging in prostitution. Those are heavy, hefty federal crimes. It looks as if they're going to continue deliberating. It looks like the racketeering conspiracy case is going to be a little more challenging. Right now,
didn't know crime is legal if you're a multi-millionaire. Laws only apply to average folks like us. I look at it like this. The federal case must have had some type of issues or something, because usually they have a very high rate. So he must have had some insane lawyers. That's just crazy to me that you can just get away with stuff like that, because the average person wouldn't. There's always people in the courthouse that be looking like that be reptilians with eyes like that.
If he's somewhere with an acorn. Ow! Fuck me! You little bastard! Hey, fucker! Get off me! He's attacking me. I'm gonna kill him right now. He's just freaking attacking me. I'm killing him. Let's get here. Shoot the daggum thing! No, stay!
The son of Norway's future king has just been charged with rape, sexual assault, bodily harm, and 23 other offenses. And this was part of an over 10-month-long investigation that police say involved a, quote, double-digit number of alleged victims. God damn, that's Prince Joffrey IRL. 28-year-old Marius Hobie had one hella busy 2024. He was arrested 3 times in 4 months. And then since then, police have been investigating, but then last week, they officially hit him with 23 criminal charges. They said they have evidence of the crimes, which include text messages, pictures, videos, witness testimonies, and police searches. And the attorney for the Oslo police said, quote, I cannot go into further detail about the number of victims in the case beyond confirming that it is in the double digit.
I never knew that Norway had royalty. I'm glad they're not putting royalty above the law.
Okay, so I drove past this last night, and it's really weird. You guys tell me what you think. I hope there's no cars behind me, that I can slow down. It is definitely
What in the Jeepers Creepers was that?
the scariest creatures ever caught on camera, and Umibozu is a paranormal entity appearing in Japanese culture. Little is known about the origin of the creature, except for that it's a sea spirit which can cause deadly storms to appear almost instantaneously. Next, a hiker caught this goblin-like creature hobbling through a mountainous area, shortly before disappearing into a cave nearby. This video was taken recently in Hanoi, Vietnam, where a skeletal-like creature is seen perched on top of the mountain. This person was driving through the snow when a creature which is now presumed to be a Yeti was seen quickly crossing the road and disappearing into the darkness.
We have a weird creature sighting, and this time it's actually coming out of Colorado, and it even went as far as hitting the local news. This creature was spotted in a home right outside the front yard, and they have no idea what it was. It wasn't a cat or a typical animal that you would see. This is something completely else. They haven't seen it again, but it does look weird, and a lot of people are saying it may be the chupacabra. Take a look at this, comment below, tell us what you think this could be.
You guys know what the chupacabra is? That's what that looks like.
It could be a chupacabra. Spotted on 11 News. That's kind of cool.
The way that its little hands are like pulling something.
It's almost like a little monkey.
What do you think that could be? Personally, I think it's just a burnt animal. I just think it's a burnt animal trying to grab some food or something.
Everybody been seeing this video of people pinning up the barricades around the White House. But nobody explained why though. These barricades, these fences y'all see, are anti-climbing fences. They've been popping these joints up all overnight as if they're expecting something. Now, if you ask me, that's not usual for the 4th of July prep. Have y'all ever seen that before? I haven't. So people going around saying these barricades is something they use for when people get out of line or some crazy shit go down, like major unrest, riots. And as of right now, I have not got no official statement. Have y'all? If you got an official statement on why they pin these up, let me know down below in the comments. Let's keep it real though. Every time the White House gets sealed up like this, something major happens, something big happens. So here's my genuine question. Are they expecting some type of trouble, or are they already preparing for something that's here? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this situation.
Extraterrestrial, alien, or dimensional being caught on home security camera.
Wait, what's happening? So why is everyone running?
This is like Google Maps for brain surgeons. Standard brain scan.
I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure I have in my pants.
Got two different eyes.
How big a deal is that, and what do markets see in that?
Look, that one look like it's leaking.
For Trump's tariff,
Don't
which
look
is
like
a
black
jacket
coming out of
tariff,
it.
bring people to the.
Wait, you just like, what the point?
Oh, I'm scared. Actually,
Come on, let's finish the video for the kids. Back to the bowl. Are they hurt?
They're not in the car.
Come on, that's crazy.
I would have reacted the same way. Why is that person there?
Wait, what's happening? Why is everyone running?
Tell me what you see on that rock. What does that rock look like to you?
What, was he posing for the camera or something? That explains my luggage when I go to the airport.
I wanted to try this experiment, man, with Walmart wheat bread just to see if it's true. Bro, this ain't no bread, dog. I don't think Walmart anyway, but I don't know what this is. This some sponge or something like this.
You just unlocked a cheap way to get a bunch of sponges to clean your kitchen.
And NASA astronaut Nicole Ayers posted a spectacular image from the space station of what's known as a sprite. That's a brief blast of electricity that occurs high above thunderstorms in the upper atmosphere. Ayers explains that photos like this help scientists better understand this rare phenomenon because ground-based observers rarely catch sprites. The ISS offers an unobstructed view above the storm systems.
A new video out of Florida shows a drone actually helping to rescue a girl caught in a riptide. 3 girls were swimming in the ocean when one got pulled into that tide. Fortunately, somebody on the beach happened to have a drone with him. He grabbed a float and flew it out to the girl, where she was able to cling onto it until a rescue team got to her. Really just incredible.
And that's exactly how technology should be used. Smart thinking of that person.
That's the part of security they don't show y'all, man. When the building closed, you gotta walk in this mud and it's dark as hell. I promise you, something come up out of here, I'm beating the See that? You heard that? I'm already done. I'm already done.
Lots of weird things happen to kids all the time, all around the world, every day. You know, I have something to show for it. You know, so it's nice. So,
That's a weird way to describe a movie career.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of weird things happen to kids.
Yeah, man.
I got some money out of it.
Look,
Wow, it's so cool.
He's not lying though. They don't get paid anything, especially if Scientology members are on cruise ships. They don't get paid literally nothing. That's the reason why they keep them in the ocean, because there's no jurisdiction.
Hold on a second. You see it's nothing but wood. Okay, so we're gonna go down over here and I'll show you a little more. Okay? See here. And at an angle. Okay? All this, everything. This whole mountain in a 100-mile radius.
Watch how weird this is. People were already starting to leave the US before the verdict on the Didmeister even came out. This is his bodyguard, and supposedly this is him in the courtroom. We're about to get into all of it. Do y'all happen to remember when all this first went down? I told you nothing would happen because he's a gatekeeper. The same reason that no celebrities would mention his name. And it gets a lot weirder than that, but first, watch this.
Yo, why is all of Hollywood and all the celebrities scared to talk about Diddy? Remember when I told you guys he was a gatekeeper?
Dad, how's everything going? Everything good. Hey, is Hollywood gonna survive this Diddy thing? Like, don't worry.
Long story short, it happened to all of them. But remember this? They were legit sending private investigators, the feds, to people's houses, the influencers' houses, who were talking about the Didmeister.
Why are they sending private investigators to people's houses to ask influencers?
Get to the bodyguard in a minute. So do y'all remember when everything went down, when the house raid went down, and somehow he knew beforehand he was going to be raided, and he was calling his children, talking about take out the something boxes, you know, something you might order on a Friday night, and then how to get rid of the boxes or the packages of that certain kind of food, that kind of food right there. Meanwhile, people are partying outside the courthouse, where he was basically not guilty of most of the big things, all the things that would not allow him to walk away. How easily people forget what all was in this guy's house. All these cameras and all these recordings that just went missing. How easily the general populace forgets things. Like that fella, you know, who passed away in that jail cell, and his list. Yes, his bodyguard left the United States. Completely irrelevant, not related whatsoever. Look how cool and influential the Didmeister is. Man, is there anybody that he does not know? Goodbye.
Pretty crazy when you think about it. How did he know that they was going to raid his place? And everybody in Hollywood was very quiet. I guess what they was thinking was if they say something and he do get away with it, he might turn them, because they do seem pretty vengeful. That bear was angry. Videos of aliens start to look more realistic than the AI. It really make you wonder if AI was put there just to confuse us all, right? Because now you can't say what's real, what's not real anymore.
What's up, people on the internet? Alright, y'all, check this out. Okay, so everybody kept asking, test all the foods, so that's exactly what I'm doing. All the foods that I love are tainted, y'all. I'm not even joking. This right here makes me so mad. Like, we just got these, and y'all can plainly see that there's nothing white on top of this oatmeal cream pie. Nothing. So y'all check this out. Look at that. What in the hell is going on? Y'all, I don't care what anybody says in the comments. That's not normal. I don't care. That's not normal. I mean, it's only certain parts of it. Even the cream on the inside, you can't see it, it's smashed, but it don't even glow, and it's white. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. It's blown my mind. Like, when I'm done doing these series, I'm not going to be able to eat nothing.
You're not lying. Watching stuff like that make you just want to eat a bowl of ice, right?
This is like Google Maps for brain surgeons. Standard brain scans get transformed to interactive 3D models. Surgeons can literally walk through your brain before surgery. The colored lines? They are your brain's information highways. Cut one and you lose function. VR lets the brain surgeons rehearse the entire operation on a 3D model. This is flight simulator for people who operate within millimeters of your memories. Less guesswork means smaller incisions, fewer complications, and faster recovery. Brain surgery will never be risk-free, but this is making it dramatically safer. Just a small catch, for this to work, sharp pins have to be drilled into your skull to keep your head exactly still.
I would never even thought they had something like that, but it makes sense when you have literally zero room for error. So shout out to the brain surgeons, because that stuff is extreme.
Some strange things happened during Beyoncé's last concert, but nobody noticed. You'll quickly see that her ritual-like concert was a success, and Beyoncé knows it. The show started right off with a very striking symbol. From the very beginning, there was this massive triangle in the middle of the stage. Triangles were placed everywhere, on every part of the stage, throughout the entire concert. And that triangle, it takes us straight to a night we all know. It refers to the horsemen of the apocalypse. So after seeing all these triangles, that's not all. No one caught the hand gesture she made. Beyoncé did it very subtly. Look, this sign looks a lot like that one. A very symbolic gesture, one that many artists have made in front of their audiences. Then Beyoncé clearly had fun making a reference to the golden calf, and we all know the golden calf carries a specific meaning. Toward the end, with a deep red light covering the entire stage, she flew over the crowd, like she was imitating an apocalyptic goddess. Beyoncé is the queen among all artists, and by showing all this, she proves her dominance once again. If you saw the concert live, tell me what you think.
Okay, my house is flooding. Anybody out there? I have my dad on hospice and I need to get him out of here. He's bedridden, he can't walk, he can hardly move, and look where the water is. So somebody please, we called 911. It's bad over here. In front of the house, it's like a river. I mean, it's like a lake. They can't come look. We've lost our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30 years and this has never happened. So anybody, please, if you have a boat or something, I need help. I need to get my dad out of here. It's starting to smell like sewer in here.
And that is a unfortunate and very stressful situation to be in. I couldn't imagine how she feel at the moment. But there is good news. They did get help eventually, and the father and everything was fine. I hope the people that are missing, kids and everything, I hope they find them and everything go back to normal, because that is, like she said, she never was seen that in 30 years of living in Texas, so. People getting real creative with they are, aren't they? It literally looked like something like in a nightmare or a dream, right? Looks crazy.
Why aren't more people talking about this photo from a Diddy party that literally has demons in it? I'm sure most of you know what happened at these parties. I think the things that were discussed in court, though, were just scratching the surface of what was actually happening at these parties. And if you're on the conspiracy side of TikTok, you know what these people are doing to be famous and rich. Here's one of the demonic faces right behind Diddy himself. It almost looks like a gesture, like an old Renaissance gesture with the hat. And here's another one. You see the eyes, the nose. It's so creepy. And it's kind of weird because I do ghost videos all the time, but the most demonic faces I find are in celebrity photos. Like, just check out this photo of Ariana Grande. It seems normal enough, but then you zoom in on her face and it looks like this. But I mean, that looks like a demon. That looks evil. What do y'all think?
I don't even want to know what type of heinous stuff they do at those gatherings. When your parties and gatherings start having demons and paranormal stuff start acting up, you know it's not up to any good.
Ow, to sleep. Two-Face, it's a UFO! It's a UFO!
this really creepy guy.
They got him. They got him.
I told y'all to stop eating fast food. Chick-fil-A literally just got busted for using breast implant material in their food.
You guys, look at this little thing. Sound asleep.
What is he doing? Like, is he on something? What in the world? Like one of them things that go in the water like this, the little bird.
They got him. They got him. I knew it. I knew it. It's so obvious. How are people not seeing this? You see that? They are lying right in front of our eyes for years.
See, technology's way further than this. This is the stuff they let us see.
Service fees to pay a bill should be illegal. Why do I have to pay you to pay you? You want this money or not?
I told y'all to stop eating fast food. Chick-fil-A literally just got busted for using breast implant material in their food. Chick-fil-A milkshakes also contain an ingredient that's found in gasoline and plastic. So why is this in food? McDonald's is just as bad. McDonald's hamburgers contain over 1,300 different DNA strands, and none of them are listed on the label at all.
That's another reason not to eat Chick-fil-A. Is already expensive. Now that.
Oh my gosh, y'all look. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
That's a whole house. I have a question for the older folks. I'm 37, turning 38 this year. Have you ever heard of New Mexico flooding? Because I haven't.
It's only 16, I had to nurture that. Give us some growth, waited till I touched the cat.
Crazy how common it is for these black eyes are all powerful for these elites. It's so weird, right?
No. So I just got this steak from Publix, and look at it. That's like I don't know what that is. It's literally.
That whole campaign was a little weird, to be honest. Some minutes he falling over, making crazy mistakes. Next minute he's super like hyper and focused and stuff. It was very suspicious.
Okay, so this is serious news, and I don't know why it's not being reported more, but there has been a major reversal in ocean circulation in the Southern Ocean, meaning that in the Antarctic there has been a sudden salt surge causing the ice to melt at rapid pace. This is happening right now. For the first time, the current has reversed. This has never happened before, and they are witnessing it right now, and I don't know why it's not being put out there. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, save this video. Just go ahead and put into Google, look up major ocean current reversal.
Do you do this? Inhaling a little bit of helium. Fun and games.
Hey!
This is absolutely no joke. When you inhale helium, the helium replaces all of the oxygen in your lungs. Completely replaces it. The crazy part is you don't even feel it, so your body is literally suffocating. There is no oxygen. Luckily, this girl had her mom terrorize her to start breathing again. If she were to pass out, which she was about to, it could have been all over.
So you trying to tell me as a kid when I used to do it all the time to make the funny voices, I could have just... That's crazy.
Yeah, the sounds of hopeless. The
My shoulder right now and he won't leave, and I'm trying to finish working. Just kind of flew up out of nowhere and just kind of plopped on my shoulder and just won't leave. So
he's not lying. I'm a customer. I'm feeding the bird.
Trying to get it away.
I'm trying to get it so he can get back to work, but he bit me.
There's a wild bird.
It's a bird.
Don't call me wild.
I have no idea, man, but by the looks of it, looked like somebody used to own him.
I don't think it's a wild bird.
Yeah, I don't either.
The way he's acting right now, he's just on my shoulder.
When the bird that came flying in your truck just won't seem to leave.
Awesome, man.
To own that person looks just like the bird's owner, or the bird was trying to protect him from something. That's what I like to think. If you're enjoying content like this, I make videos several times out of the week. It would be so cool if you hit the like button and subscribe and join me on my next video.
Inside. Uh-oh. Apparently, this is an LED 5G streetlight. It's pretty neat. This is a 5G cellular tower disguised as a water tower. You can tell it's a 5G tower disguised as a water tower because of the way that it is. Here's the antennas. Here's the disguise. It's pretty neat. This is a pine tree planted by T-Mobile. You can tell it's a pine tree planted by T-Mobile because of the way that it is. It's a pine tree, and it was planted by T-Mobile.
So, y'all saw what was floating over the ocean in Sydney, Australia this weekend, right? The black, terrifying mass that was just floating over the ocean? No? Well, if you haven't, don't worry. I'm going to show you at the end of this video, those videos, so stay for that. But yeah, in Australia this weekend, a dark, black, ominous, terrifying mass-like cloud was just seen and videoed floating over the ocean. Now, I did a little bit of research because obviously scientists are going to say that it's of natural causes, and it's something called a scud cloud, but I'm going to tell you what I believe. I believe it's a portal opening, and I believe it's something from another dimension breaking through. Now, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. You make up your own mind when you see the video, but the video looks very similar to other things that I've seen when I've been going down rabbit holes about portals opening. But I'm not here to tell you to believe one thing or the other. You make up your mind. That's not my call. However, also in Australia, they just confirmed that they're building the world's first black box to record the demise and destruction of the Earth. So, over the weekend, coming out of Australia, we have this black-like cloud just floating over the ocean, you'll see, and now Australia is creating the world's black box that's going to record our destruction. Now, remember, anything we talk about is for education, conversation, learning, and entertainment purposes only, so take what you will, leave what you don't want. That's not for me to decide your life. Now, watch the video and let me know in our conversations today what you think it is, because I know what I think it is.
Chill out! This bad light ass nigga.
Go kids, go kids.
Oh shit.
We going viral. I'm saying, turn this up. Everybody nice and comfy. Everybody thinks shit old.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm so tired of these real life streamers going around causing harm to people and then want to act innocent when the cuffs get on them.
Scientists have discovered that wisdom teeth contain stem cells, and not only that, but they're extremely high quality, and the stem cells extracted from wisdom teeth are like medical gold because they're able to treat multiple diseases. This is an unexpected outcome, but basically the additional stem cells come from the dental pulp, which is a little vascular pocket in the middle that keeps the tooth alive. It's all this, I'm going to zoom in if I can, it's all this soft tissue stuff here on the inside, the actual meat of your tooth, as it were. But the dental pulp contains a very, very large amount of valuable stem cells. Most importantly to the scientists, they were able to turn these pulp stem cells into electrically excitable neuron-like cells that could fire the voltage spikes that real neurons use to talk. So the stem cells from these wisdom teeth are especially useful at treating neurological disorders. They talk a lot of stuff here about Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and they want to encourage people to build personal biobanks. These scientists are positing that if you extract a wisdom teeth and freeze the pulp in the teeth within 24 hours, you can then unfreeze and create more stem cells from the pulp in your teeth, which can be used to treat a whole wide variety of health issues. And they're even positing that this could be a breakthrough in a variety of different therapies. So I think this is fantastic. It's a great idea, and it alleviates the ethical concern of harvesting stem cells. You've always worried about harvesting them from fetuses or from your own bone marrow or from people. Well, these stem cells are very powerful, and they come from something that you typically don't want in your body.
That explains why they was always trying to get them out of people's minds. It was all about this after all. These silicone masks are getting a little too realistic for me.
Looked like a human in the woods, but as he got closer, this happened. A man from Williamsburg, Virginia, named Robert White was relaxing on his porch one night, looking into the woods, when suddenly he notices from the dark woods a pair of glowing eyes staring at him.
Alright, no lie. I'm on my back porch. I heard something stomping in the woods. Something huge.
As the man gets a closer look, he notices whatever this is resembles that of a human with pale white skin. Whatever it is then hides. Robert lets his curiosity get the best of him and begins to call out to see what it is. Then this happens.
Show yourself.
The sounds of a quadruped creature suddenly rush towards Robert.
Who are giving these celebrities black eyes?
Let's talk about the Black Eye Club. If you didn't know, the Black Eye Club is a theory suggesting that numerous public figures such as politicians, entertainers, and business leaders who have been photographed with black eyes are part of a secret group tied to occult practices or elite societies like the Illuminati. I mean, literally, think of any celebrity and there's a picture of them with a black eye. We know Elon Musk doesn't practice martial arts. He did dodge a fade with Mark Zuckerberg. But seriously, who is punching the richest man in the world in the eye? It doesn't make any sense. I think it's got to be some kind of initiation or ritual, so maybe he joined some kind of secret society such as the Illuminati. Or the bruises result from control mechanisms or implants by the CIA. Or it could be a coincidence and it means nothing. But it's not weird to anybody else how the richest man in the world has a black eye. But trust me, go to Google and literally type in any celebrity's name, and at some point they've all had a black eye. As always, thank you for watching.
I think it could be maybe a procedure or something, if you want to like go into conspiracy theories. But I don't think that's what it is. I think it's some type of club or something that we're not aware of that's going on, just like a bunch of other clubs that we can speculate, but we don't really know what's going on, right? Regardless, it's very suspicious.
And stay weird.
Papa, spin the blue ballad.
Bismillah.
Sitting here, trying to figure out why this alien is motherfucking staring.
Tanya.
They really starting to show their hand now. Now they are saying the dams are failing in Texas. I just dropped a video last week on this very subject that they lifted the floodgates. Now ain't that suspicious that the dams are failing in this so-called flood when we haven't got enough rain? Okay, ain't that suspicious? Y'all don't see all these dams in Texas? Ain't that suspicious? Right what curve here? Boom. Ain't that suspicious? They're right in the heart of it. Where the flooding going on? Make it make sense, bro. They playing in our fucking faces again. See? Y'all laugh when we talk about HARP and geoengineering, but look at it now. The lies are stacking. If it don't rain, but it floods, what's happening? Huh? What's happening? Can somebody explain this? Infrastructure sabotage.
I came here.
I think he could be on to something because I've never heard Texas flooding to this level. And they did say some of the dams were failing. And that's kind of crazy. Over 4,000 of them are failing. That make you wonder, is something valuable in that eastern part of Texas? If you know anything, please let me know in the comments below. Is the robot enjoying his day off or something? What's going on here? Full demonstration, but we know reptilians, but literally just shapeshift, right?
Do you think that's possible?
I don't know right now.
You worried about paying back the money?
No.
But what do you expect? The kid's 5. The creepy part, the part that made Mediaite's writer want to go wash my eyes out, was watching the dad when Hudson was asked what he wants to be when he grows up.
I want to be in the war and save the country.
Faces, but that isn't why this interview by Fox's Neil Cavuto was pronounced creepiest thing ever by the blog Mediaite. It wasn't what the kid did, it was his dad.
What are your friends saying when they see you on TV?
I don't know right now. I want to be a good senator.
Why were you mouthing the words that he said?
Well, I'm not sure. Obviously we were both a bit nervous because it was the first time we did national TV. That's all. There was no conspiracy theory. There were no cue card. No, I've done hundreds of interviews myself. It was just the first time I've ever worked with a 5-year-old live. So.
What in the voodoo was that? It literally like he was controlling the kid.
No, thank you. I'm gonna.
I ran across a very interesting video the other day where someone was recording an anomaly in the sky and their phone started acting funny. Check it out real quick.
I see the alien's face. Like, I'm sorry. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, what happened to my camera? Why isn't it letting me? Do you see?
Now Now, if you didn't catch what happened, she was recording what appeared to be a giant alien face in the sky when her phone started glitching out uncontrollably, which according to the woman has never happened with anything else she's recorded. What's interesting about that is that there's a theory going around that there's specific technology built into our phones to blur or censor out any anomalies that we try to record. If that is the case, it would really explain why every UFO or Bigfoot video that we see is always so blurry. And even if someone managed to capture something strange using a non-phone recording device, people would just call it AI. So going forward, it's going to be very easy to cover up or censor strange sightings in our world.
And really? I'm going to be in a movie? Oh, that's right, Bob. And I only have one request. Look, man, all that. Can I please just have some Okay. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you made up this whole cross-dressing Christian cult crap just so you can sleep with men? Pretty much, yeah. You. Now stick that up your...
That is a deer running in the fucking water! Oh my god! Is anybody seeing this besides us? What the fuck? That's a deer, bro. That's a fucking deer! Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, the whole Bronx heard that thunder. There's no way that was thunder. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to accept it. The whole Bronx is talking about it. The whole Bronx heard it. The whole Bronx heard it.
Had the whole area on high alert, right?
This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back. Here come the bounce back. Keep your eyes on him. This is the bounce back. With these mics, I feel like I'm Customato. 100 rounds of life, but still boxing my shadow. Yeah, I took a knee, never threw in the towel though. Hip hop's Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo. Go! Scored on the...
If you enjoy videos like this, I make videos several times out of the week. It would be so cool if you hit the like button and subscribe button and catch me in my next video.
What on earth is going on here? Are we witnessing a reptilian? After we surface this video,
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
In the distance, what appears to be some kind of strange creature can be seen jumping up a tree. It's at this point that the dad orders his kids to follow him back inside their house, to which they thankfully listen. Nobody knows for sure what exactly that creature was, but it's just a good thing the family was able to get to safety inside their house before they were able to figure out for themselves.
This is exactly why I don't follow trends. Everybody that bought that Labubu doll not even knowing the truth behind it. As y'all can see, the smiling face doll and the smiling face demon. The creator of Labubu actually got the idea from this creature from the Nordic folklore. And the craziest part is they even had a whole Simpsons prediction about this. And now we're starting to see by the dozens paranormal stories of these Labubus. People having stuff move in their houses, they feeling like they've been watched. Whole time, they don't even know that they got a baby Chucky inside of their house. Probably makes sense on why they're so popular. And see, this is why you do not follow trends. Like, why would you want to buy something with the nickname The Devil's Pet? Me personally, I bump down with a Labubu with a holy water switch. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about this Labubu toy in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And if you want to learn how to turn your content to passive revenue, comment down below hub and I'm going to send the resources in your DM. stop following these trends.
I keep telling y'all better stop following trends. That little boo-boo doll is evil, and now y'all about to find out. So it's a video of this girl saying that she's throwing her little boo-boo away because it's evil. She said she was sleeping in her room and she woke up with a scar on her neck. Mind you, of course, nobody's in her room with her, and there was no other way for her to get the scar on her neck. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I had to throw my little boo away.
Listen.
And that's what I did. Cut the show. Cut the motherfucking show. Y'all. Look at this.
Look at them all.
That's a dumb motherfucking hickey. That is
How did
not
that get
scratch.
there?
My nose are not eating that long or sharp for me to scratch myself. I took a nap, y'all, like an hour and a half nap right now. And I woke up and I literally looking at myself all day today in the mirror. I was like, oh, period, body tea. Like, that's how I've been all day today. And I was in the restroom right now and I was obviously looking at myself again when I woke up. And I noticed this. Like, so that means I was looking at myself all day today. I would have noticed this.
Okay.
Like, whatever this is on my neck, right?
So she said her brother said he came in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and when he came in, a door that he left open was fully closed. Who closed the door? And then look at what the Simpsons said about that Labubu doll. We already know that the Simpsons always tell the truth about what's going on. And this ain't the only time somebody is saying that something happened with one of those Labubu dolls. I mean, look at the dolls. They look evil. They look like something is wrong. Why would you buy a doll that looks like that? Okay. Keep playing with these things, and y'all gonna run into issues.
When people start getting obsessed with a doll like a mini demon and celebrities are endorsing it, I think it's time people need to start throwing them things away or just don't buy them all together. They obviously up to no good, right?
Has anyone else noticed that animals all over the world have been acting very strange recently? First off, pet owners have been reporting that their cats and dogs have been more clingy than usual, as well as more anxious and defensive, even in normal situations. In other cases, owners have reported that their pets absolutely refuse to go outside or even move, which has led some people to believe that they know something that we don't. People have also been reporting that birds have been chirping basically 24/7, including times like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. Birds have also been mysteriously unaliving and falling out of the sky in several different states. Specifically, snow geese and pelicans have been falling out of the sky and not being alive anymore over in Pennsylvania, while birds over in California have mysteriously been spontaneously exploding out of nowhere. Theories on why the animals are acting strange have been circulating, from some believing that it has to do with CERN opening up a portal through its Hadron Collider, to others believing that the Earth's electromagnetic field or the Earth's Schumann resonance has changed, which has caused strange behavior in animals.
I don't know, my cat's been exactly the same as the first day I got his old butt from the SPCA, so I'm not really sure what's going on with the animals. He's been clingy since day one, so clingy since day one, right?
I'm back. I'm talking to Chris Rock. Chris, thanks again for... I'm back. I'm talking to Chris Rock. Chris, thanks again for...
Did y'all hear about the 18 people that were struck by lightning at the same time yesterday? Because the tea is, it was not 18, it was 20 people all struck at once. This happened yesterday at Lake Murray, which is near Columbia, South Carolina. These people were hanging out by the lake. All of a sudden they saw a few dark clouds, so somebody decided to check the weather radar. And when they did, plot twist, nothing on the radar. There was no rain, no lightning, no thunder. They just saw a few dark clouds. They got concerns, didn't see anything on the radar, so they decided to stay. And then they heard a terrifying thunderous clap. People said that this was one of the craziest sounds that they had ever heard, and then 20 of them were struck at the same time. 18 were hospitalized, including 12 children, and thankfully there was no life-threatening injuries, but this one lady did report that her son is still having a hard time walking because his leg was struck, so there's that. However, how insane is that? That 20 people were struck by a single lightning bolt. On top of that, you hear about all of these other crazy weather incidents. We're having purple rain, blue rain all throughout the states. Not just that, do y'all know that there was a tornado that hit somewhere in Colorado up to 9,000 feet high? These things are not supposed to be happening, but more frequently than ever, they are happening every day. How wild is that? What are the incidents that you're hearing about? Drop them in the comments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, save this video, go look into the 20 people that were struck by lightning at Lake Murray, which is in South Carolina. Come back, share your thoughts, like, follow, stay for some more tea, and per usual, can't confirm or deny this. This is all alleged, but I implore you to do your research. Be safe out there.
Meteors are currently falling in Georgia. People are reporting on seeing it from South Carolina and Tennessee as well. There's already multiple dash cam videos circulating on my neighborhood page on Facebook, but they are leaving like contrails in the sky similar to the streaks that planes leave. I've seen multiple dash cam videos already on Facebook circulating, but I don't think this still image really does justice for how large these fireballs look. This guy in Atlanta captured a really good video. His user is GUSSEL91, and this video right here, so good. People in Woodstock, Canton, Alpharetta, Kennesaw, Marietta, all the way north to North Georgia are reporting a loud boom. In South Georgia, specifically Tifton, people think there is a piece of meteor that landed, but there is no highway access currently, so we'll have to see.
Boats are sinking. These waves on a lake, not the ocean. The man known as rapper Bugby says everything happened so quickly. 1 minute it was sunny, the next boats were washing ashore and it was snowing sideways. He did not witness the deadly incident, but he and other beachgoers may have helped to prevent even more loss of life. Winds were topping 30 miles an hour with 6 to 8 foot swells.
A pontoon boat had came up and you could tell like there was no life vest on any of the people on the boat. I don't know what they were thinking, but they didn't know how to operate. It was their first time actually ever driving the boat, and they kind of they came up to the beach sideways, and then we had to go. I just ran out there and started trying to help get people off. You know, you could tell that they were all kind of terrified, and then the storm just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and there was like a total like 7-8 boats got all piled up on the beach. It was crazy. Never seen anything like it.
We also have video of a U.S. Coast Guard plane searching the waters this morning for those 2 missing boaters. They have since suspended their search. Only 2 people out of 10 on board the overturned boat were rescued.
What's going on with the weather? Either it's climate control or something else is going on. Kudos to that guy helping those people, though. And hopefully the rest of the other people will get found as well.
I tried to tell you that the movie They Live is based on a true story, and you didn't believe me. But when I say I got your ass, I've got your ass. So first, let me explain. They've been able to put subliminal messages into our heads without us even knowing. Not by using music or sound, by just using images alone. Take this picture for example. Squint your eyes and tell me what you see. They can put anything into your head. For the people that follow football, who do you think the best football player is in the world? Squint your eyes and tell me what you see. And again, I'm sure you've all seen this one by now. If you haven't, I want you to tilt your phone forward, squint your eyes, and tell me what you see. Oh my days.
Bro, this has to be the luckiest man on the planet right now. What you are seeing is a truck driver in Guizhou, China, hanging off the edge of a cliff after the bridge he was driving on collapsed. An eyewitness captured this insane footage showing the entire truck no longer on the road anymore and only being held on by the weight of its containers and strength of its latches. The driver can be seen with his door open talking to the guy on the bridge who says to him, "Bro, you're so lucky. This is dangerous." Oh, I hadn't noticed. Now, the bridge collapse was caused by heavy rainfall over the last few days, but it's still being investigated as to why this bridge failed to withstand the weather, because pretty important job. Thankfully, the driver was eventually rescued and no casualties were reported.
Gotta be one of the top 10 luckiest people on the planet, right? Either he still has a crap ton of luck and he did buy a lottery ticket, or all his luck is gone.
Look familiar? It happened again. Another mysterious fireball, this time caught in Sweden. Oddly enough, it has the exact same color and characteristics of the other one that we saw in the United States. The one in Georgia. You know, I'm really starting to think it's not a mysterious fireball at all. They say this one went down into the earth and went through a house and they had evidence of it. Seems a lot like it. Even crazier, they both had a mysterious bang with it, and they both were not called a meteor. And also, I believe this was yesterday. That's not the only weird thing in the sky. I don't even know what this is supposed to be, but it was recorded by many different people. Maybe the stuff we're seeing in the sky is demonic. Did you know in the Testament of Solomon that the demons literally told Solomon that these falling stars are them when they have nothing to hold on to? That's pretty crazy, right? This you see in the background is just an honorable mention of weird things that just happened in the sky. To me, it looks like a pinhole, like a portal. And no, it's not a lens flare. You can see the big lens flare at the top of the screen. It stays situated with the sun and with the sky without moving as the camera moves. She does that a bunch of times on purpose to show you that it's something that's really there. We are living in some really weird times.
Is this some type of intergalactical war going on next to our planet, something we're not aware of? Because there's been way too many things falling from space down to our planet, and a lot of them saying it's not meteors. So what is it? Some type of debris from spaceships of them fighting or something?
Hi guys, so of course right when I start the video. So I got some fajita steak cooking in the air fryer, guys, okay? I'm making fajitas or tacos, whatever you want to call it. I really don't know what exactly it's called, but they're fajita steaks. They come already stripped up, ready to go at Walmart. And then they come seasoned too, so that's a plus. I'm going to put them on these keto tortillas. Extreme wellness. I can kind of smell them through here. They smell pretty good. And then I'm going to put cheese and lettuce on them. Okay? So we're going to have like a little like taco fajita moment tonight. Drinking Diet Pepsi. Baby girl is getting crabby. She's getting crabby. And so yeah, that's what I'm making for dinner. It's just me and Jorge and Ethan today, so. What the? Baby! Oh my god.
I need somebody to explain what the happened in Las Vegas, y'all. Look at the picture. How the hell did all these power poles just collapse out of nowhere, y'all? I don't hear too much people talking about what went down. This shit is crazy. I'm gonna show y'all the video. Listen, y'all.
Las Vegas. We are on Tropicana.
Anybody close to that? Let me know what's going on.
Every last one of the light poles, every electricity poles are down. This goes for miles.
Miles.
I don't know what the hell is going on. This goes for miles, y'all. Look at the cores on the ground.
Y'all heard the damn lady? It go for miles. As y'all can see, the Joneses just snapped. It's cores laying in the streets, poles laying in the streets. We need the Vegas folks, where y'all at? Let us know what the hell is going on out there. So based on how the lady is responding to all this, I don't think it was no storm that did this, y'all. No earthquake, nothing. She's lost. And as you see, it's some people looking around like, what the hell is going on? Just like her. And just like me. And I know you people that's viewing it, y'all probably like, what the hell is going on too? We need to get to the bottom of this. Somebody let me know in the comments.
Hola.
And he just really had to accept his phone was just gone. Like, I don't even know what you even could do in a situation like that.
Y'all see this? What in the new cycle age of Aquarius is going on here in Mexico? This ain't snow, y'all. This is foam. toxic foam. What you're looking at here is toxic foam floating around in the streets of Mexico. So after it's been raining some heavy rains in Mexico, both a dam and a river overflowed and it hit this water treatment center, and boom, now you have toxic waste, toxic foam all over the streets of Mexico. And yes, people are getting extremely sick from this. Eye irritation, coughing, they're getting inflammation all in their body, skin irritation, hives, and a lot of people have been hospitalized. So this specific town got foam. And in the other part of town, you got nothing but straight up dirty, murky, violent water that's pushing cars into Neverland, never to be seen again. This is crazy. And check this out. The water was so strong, it ripped through the local cemetery and literally unearthed the dead, y'all. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at these cars, y'all. It looked like giants just threw them up. It looks like giants was playing with these. How symbolic is this, y'all? The dead is literally rising during this global cleanse. Didn't Jesus say that? The dead shall rise first? Y'all, look at this. Look at the kind of water that Mexico has to deal with, y'all. Look, this is crazy. No wonder why people are getting sick. Water is literally cracking the whole world, y'all. This is literally what the age of Aquarius is about, man. The water bearer. Y'all, there is an energetic purge going on, you guys, man. And this is crazy. That sky looks eerie as hell, man. The shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
That's not what I think it is it? Not gonna say his name, obviously. Regardless, a good presentation. Obviously, that's fake.
Man's iPhone proves he was abducted by aliens. Okay, this is a good one. So I did a podcast on this. There was a gentleman who always slept with his cell phone on his chest when he would go to sleep. He would listen to music, sounds of whales, sounds of nature, and just fall asleep with it. Anybody that's got an iPhone knows that you have a health app. And this health app tracks your movements. Tracks you whether you're walking near 10,000 steps or whether you're walking up 10,000 steps. It can actually track your elevation. It has not only acceleration but also other tools inside of it to tell if you're going upstairs and up an elevation, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. So in this case, he fell asleep and he woke up and he was sweating balls. He's just sweating profusely. He's exhausted. His heart's beating a ton, and he's trying to figure out what the hell happened to him. And he's like, okay, well, I don't know. I'm going to calm down, get a glass of water, relax. And after some time, maybe 20 minutes, he looks at his phone and kind of starts to get ready for work. So it's early in the morning, about 4:30 or so. Looks at his phone, And he sees he's already got action and movement during the day, more than what he expected. So he looks at the phone, and it shows him right before he woke up, about 2 minutes before he woke up, he had elevated and was coming down 60 feet above his house. So this is about 100 feet, actually. And he's like, "What? I didn't go up. I couldn't even possibly go up on the I'm already on the second floor." So it didn't make any sense. So it showed him coming down 100 feet. It showed him going up 2 hours earlier. That's the insane part of the story. And so that's where he's decided to go for some hypnotic regression, right? Let's get some hypnotic regression and then find out what the hell happened. So he did undergo hypnotic regression, found out it was aliens, found out that this proof in his phone shows that he elevated impossibly out of his house. So if you ever want to prove that you've been abducted by aliens, keep your phone on you. Locked on your...
My question to you is, would you want to know if you was abducted? I mean, what do you do after you find out that's the case? I don't know. Like, how do you live your life if you know some aliens and put you up there and who knows what they did to you? I mean, I guess you just keep living, but that would mess me up for life. I would be paranoid forever.
I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to present in this video. I really don't think you're ready for what I'm about to present in this video. And it all starts in the most unlikely of places. A place they want us to think is nothing but a third world wasteland. But in reality, it's a place fit for a king. Well, maybe not a king, but definitely an angel. 200, as a matter of fact. 200 fallen angels. And while they create propaganda like Borat to keep us from knowing who actually lives here and what this place actually is, I figured it out. I figured out that the top of their pyramid just happens to have a secret meeting chamber with exactly 200 perfectly aligned seats. 200 perfectly aligned seats that just perfectly matches the amount of fallen angels talked about in the Book of Enoch. 200 that just almost perfectly matches the amount of impact craters that, I don't know, could have been caused from heavenly bodies crashing down to Earth. Heavenly bodies whose leader just happens to also be called Lucifer, or the Light Bearer. The Light Bearer whose torch is often celebrated across all of the large cities of the world, and whose torch who is oddly placed next to a giant Easter egg. An Easter egg that might actually reveal why eggs are associated with Ishtar, because Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. And maybe this city is also hiding the free energy that they're using, because I have seen these exact buildings associated with the old dirigibles that used to charge from them. But we haven't even talked about the most interesting thing that I found in this city called Astana, which just happens to be an anagram for the word Satan, and it's just down the road from this pyramid. Or should I say, right down the river from this pyramid. And I'm going to take this time and say, all of this is pure speculation. Obviously, there could be other stories here, but too many of them line up to me. Way too many of them. Especially when you see what I found here. And it's what I started this video with. You look at this, and you tell me that doesn't look like some sort of portal. A portal that they might just be using to try to summon some real evil to this place we live. Or maybe even just a prop to propagate their fake summoning of the return of Jesus as a hologram. All I know is there's one thing I definitely know in all of this, is that this movie was created with intention to tell a vision of what this place actually is. Because I would put my money on it that 99% of you have never heard of the city in Kazakhstan called Astana. But you guys know I'm just kidding about all this. I don't really think 200 fallen angels are the actual controllers of this place we live. That's just silly. And I definitely don't think they build an egg in a light-bearing torch to worship anybody. Totally not. You guys know I just love to entertain you and create these fairy tales and stories of evil versus good that they don't really exist. I don't really believe in Satan and Lucifer and all the fallen angels.
I don't think I'm ready to go down that rabbit hole yet, but that is pretty intense. I might have to look into to that city because I've never even heard of that before until he presented that. Anyway, that's all the videos I have today. I hope you have an excellent day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
To go for a hike, but there was this really creepy guy. What do you want? Get away from my car.
Nunca he sentido que me parezco a Dua Lipa, pero desde que me corté el cabello siento que me parezco muchísimo menos a Dua Lipa. Y es que muchísima gente me dice que me parezco a la Dua Lipa del 2018 más o menos, que tiene como el cabello cortito.
बोने उसके दांत तो देख जो है चोरी
I'm hearing 25 people in Baltimore, y'all, just dropped, gone. I'm hearing this was on the avenue, Pennsylvania Avenue, y'all. If you in that area, go check on y'all people. The man in the video said they just dropped from out of nowhere, y'all. That shit don't sound right to me. Y'all, take a listen to the video.
Listen, yo, 25 people just died on North and Pennsylvania Avenue. On North and Pennsylvania Avenue, 25 motherfuckers
On the
just
avenue.
died. Check on y'all peoples, man. Real shit. This shit crazy as a motherfucker. They just dropped from out of nowhere.
So what I'm hearing is a wave of people just OD'd. I'm talking about they was up there with the clouds, but they went a little beyond it. I know y'all see all the police in the ambulance over there, y'all. I'm hearing they Narcan 25 people. They was doing it left and right. And then I'm hearing it wasn't a thing that, boop. I'm hearing it was either or the shit you just touched, and then these people just fell out of nowhere. And allegedly, it's something worse than that fact. Like, what? I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this situation. This joint crazy.
I don't know what could be worse than fent, but maybe whatever they was taking was laced with something stronger than that, because 25 people just, all at once is very unusual, even for a city like Baltimore.
Is it just me, or does everyone else see that something is drastically and dramatically off with what is going on with all of these flash floods? Currently, Davenport, Iowa is underwater due to more flash flooding. You heard what I said. Davenport, Iowa is underwater due to flash floodings. Take a look at some of these dramatic videos coming out of Davenport. Watch this. Look at the road.
Girl, that is so
Look at
scary.
This. Porta potty just walking down the street. This is Davenport, Iowa.
Down the street.
Look at this.
Look in front of you, man.
The radar, like many of these storms in the past week in the United States, just exploded over Davenport, Iowa. Image after image and video after video, mimicking what happened all over the United States in the past week. Vehicles buried in water. 6.35 inches. That fast. Something is not adding up here. If you're in the Davenport area, prayers to you. Hopefully you're safe and you're not caught up in one of these flash floods. This is just getting out of control. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Another page from the Bible has been completed today, y'all. The Passaic River in New Jersey has turned blood red today. And this is like some Hawaiian red type.
Man, it's really weird. I'm paddling currently through red water.
Yo, all this red water. Look at the sky. Look at the sky.
That water is red.
So not only is the Lake Hawaiian Punch blood red, but he said it smelled of this weird asphalt smell as well.
Really strong asphalt smell right now.
Y'all, look at the sky. What the heck is going on? Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at the sky. Look at the clouds. Look at...
We've seen this multiple times since I've made this channel. I'm not really sure some type of prophecy or anything, but I always did find it interesting that a river can just turn clear to red. They've been manipulating the weather since the 60s, but not really surprising. People want to play God.
What in the world is going on in Pennsylvania right now? Terror threats, 911 down all over the state, flooding in a place that never floods, and also snow in the summer. We'll come right back to the Pennsylvania flood rescues in 1 second. So somehow, for some reason, 911 is down all over the state, and even farther than just Pennsylvania. And right before that happened, it seems the Pennsylvania Facebook page posted this memo. The memo says that really weird things were happening at 2 different churches in Pennsylvania. And one of the weird things was an electric battery for a bicycle was found left in a pew. And they were also tracking some people who were being mysterious outside of an airport with Ohio tags. They then say to look out and if anything, call 911. But now the 911 is down. We also have a NASA plane doing something very, very odd in Washington. I truly wonder what NASA could be doing and what NASA's for in the first place. Nisha. And then this girl comes out questioning why the weather has been so weird in Pennsylvania, raining for weeks at a time.
County is the county that I'm in, and they had to rescue people from flooding yesterday. That doesn't happen here. Like every once in a while we'll have like a torrential downpour that floods the roads a little bit, but not to the point where like I'm seeing people having to get rescued. We don't live by big bodies of water. We have like a creek. What the heck is going on? There is not one day in the next 12 days on the forecast that doesn't have rain.
It's as if waterfalls are falling from the sky. Completely unrelated, just for attention. So speaking of this extremely odd weather, we also have snow falling in Germany in the middle of the summer. And I looked it up. This kind of stuff in Germany this time of year is not normal. I wonder what's going on.
Tens of thousands of people gathered from all over the world to attend Black Sabbath's last performance, many calling it Ozzy Osbourne's funeral. But let me tell you how this was a little bit more subliminal than people might realize, and how I saw it as kind of like a passing of the torches. One of the first things that I noticed in the comments section was how much respect Youngblood was getting from Ozzy Osbourne's fan base. Those that were never fans of him before saying things like, "This is what we need more in the music industry." Some fans saying that they love Youngblood, a newbie in the industry, as much as they love Ozzy Osbourne, a man who has performed for them for over 55 years. But how? For one, I found it interesting how close the Osbournes have been getting to Youngblood for the past few years, even appearing in Youngblood's music video titled Funeral in 2022, almost like they were setting the stage for the transition. This is the same music video where Ozzy Osbourne gifted Youngblood a gold cross from his own neck. And then before Black Sabbath's last performance, Youngblood gifted Ozzy Osbourne a gold cross, but upgraded it with diamonds. By giving the cross back upgraded, Youngblood is symbolizing that Ozzy Osbourne's guidance has not only protected him, but transformed him. It was like saying, "You gave me guidance, now I'm gifting you something of my own." Youngblood also covered the ballad Changes as a tribute before the final set. Changes is about transformation, loss, and moving forward. A perfect metaphor for Ozzy stepping away and a new generation rising. Backstage, Ozzy Osbourne said something very specific to Youngblood. He said, "Go conquer America." agenda. First, Ozzy Osbourne rarely ever gives that kind of personal encouragement publicly. This kind of felt like a nightly dubbing, from the Prince of Darkness to the Punk of Passion. Was he handing off the throne or just acknowledging a worthy successor in spirit? But in order for these kinds of legacies to live on, there must be another idol in place to collect all the energy from those mourning Ozzy, and I think they're handing that to Youngblood.
At around 10 p.m., two sisters return home to pick up something that one of them needs.
Hurry up.
According to Pink Nemesis, who sent me this video, her little sister needed to pack some clothes for a sleepover that she was running late to. But just moments before coming inside, they noticed something rather unusual on the sidewalk across from their house. Apparently, they had found a shopping cart filled with creepy-looking dolls. Curious, they check out the cart for a quick minute before immediately rushing to the house to get what they came for. But during this footage, which was caught on their doorbell camera, they record something completely unexpected. This is what they caught.
We just need to go in and get your sleeping bag. Hurry up. Shut up. Hurry up.
I don't go to your house and mess with your shit, so don't mess with mine.
As it seems, the shopping cart they were checking out earlier belonged to this lady. For this reason, she walks in and yells at them for touching her stuff, some of which are pretty creepy. But there's something else in this footage that's just as unsettling, and it happens during the time she's inside. On the hallway floor, a black, shadow-like figure darts across. It's hard to make out what this is since it moves quickly, but whatever it might have been, it seems to have no distinct outline. It just seems to be a black mass of something. However, it appears not once, but twice on this property. On the second time it appears, it's seen running across the front yard. Now Pink says that she has seen this figure before outside her home on multiple occasions at night. She initially thought it was just a black cat scurrying away. Given that she often leaves out food for stray cats, she was thinking this was just one of them. But seeing this footage, perhaps something else was captured. Now she has yet to share this footage elsewhere, but until then, she has no explanation for what was caught. As with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusion.
I think it's staged. The reason why I think that's staged is because who leaves that door open that long? And second, the way the lady just walked in, it literally feels like a movie. Like, it doesn't feel like that was real. The black shadows going across. I don't know. Maybe that could have been edited in. Regardless, if that's not the case, that's weird. But who knows? Like you said, he'll let you decide. That's all the videos I have for today. I hope you had an excellent day. Hope you enjoyed the videos. If you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and a comment. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Pink battery bunny in your timeline. Yeah, it was pink. It had a battery in it and it ran forever. Yes. Who was it? Was it Energizer or was it Duracell? Actually, in this timeline, it is both. Yes, both. Yes, Duracell has a pink bunny with a battery in it, and so does Energizer. I don't know about you, but in my timeline, the commercials were the Energizer battery bunny. It was pink, and it had a drum. But Duracell has it, and get this, Duracell's was actually first. Duracell had one in 1973, and the Energizer bunny didn't come on the scene until 1988. But I don't remember the Duracell battery bunny at all. Where did it come from? And it actually looks kind of generic, but it was first and they do exist. Look it up. I don't know about you, but I know that there were not two pink battery bunnies running around when I needed Christmas batteries for my remote control cars and stuff like that. I just don't remember, but apparently in this timeline there are two of them. Do you remember the Energizer one? Do you remember the Duracell? And did you ever see any commercials? Let me know.
Definitely was Duracell bunny was first, but I only know about that because I actually happened to come across a documentary about it 6 months ago. But I think it was because Energizer bunny was made to kind of make fun of the Duracell bunny. I don't remember, but it was first, and then they just stopped using it. But if you going by what my memories are, I don't remember no Duracell bunny.
So Mexico has had a few interesting days. It has been flooding like crazy in Mexico. They experienced some crazy toxic foam that literally sent people to the hospital. Yeah, so this crazy foam that was literally sending people to the hospital, and now people are looking up in the sky and they're seeing this crazy rainbow bridge that looks like it's from Super Mario. I think this has to do with San Francisco because they were throwing some type of pride parade. I think they're trying to send us a message because these things look like the crazy colored clouds that we've been seeing as of late, y'all. You remember them things look like UFO spaceships, those light color ships, what real UFOs are, UAPs are supposed to look like. Apparently this was one of the ways for, you know, the pride people to let the aliens know that we come in peace, and you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, this is what I've heard, because they tell us during the end of the world, during Revelation, the apocalypse, things like this will happen. You know, girls will be with girls, guys will be with guys. So this is their way of telling the higher beings that they have come in peace. I don't know, this is what I heard. Let me know if this is wrong, y'all. Let me know. But yes, y'all, the shift is here. Y'all see it. They know it. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
What on earth is this right here, man? Like, who is that? Let's do a few celebrity comparisons today, right? Check out old Kathy, man. Look at the difference, man. Look at Rosie. I know y'all love Rosie, man. Then y'all's favorite is Miss Ellen D. Look at her now, man. Like, even her ears, she just looks different. I don't know. What do y'all think it is? Then we got the Zac Efron situation, man. See, a lot of people say that that's not even the same person. Him and him, that's not the same people, but I'm not saying that at all. Sure makes you wonder, though, doesn't it? I can't believe Lindsay Lohan, dude. Like, I think we're like the same age. Jeez, man. What did you do? I need to jump on that. Look at all that gray, man. Then you have others that go through such drastic changes that, you know, you just kind of know what happened, really. But it's all good, though. Speaking of drastic changes, man, what about Jeff Bezos and his wife? Have y'all heard about, like, what they've got going on now? I mean, that'll be part 2. But anyways, hold on one second. Had to show y'all this picture right here. LeBron checking out his style and his new little style, his little pose, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all have a good day.
No, there's some speculation that some people think that a previous president was a clone, but that picture was pretty crazy looking. The celebrities, they do go through crazy changes, you know. Plastic surgery is a very creative thing. But the craziest one to me is the Kardashians. Could you imagine that you got so much surgery that when a new family member comes and they become like a teenager, you got to change. They got to get a bunch of surgery just so they look like the family. To me, that's just mind blowing to like be that fake.
Mom, it wasn't the actual devil. No, they were just dressed as the devil, Mom. I have to go. Yeah, you did warn me about Hollywood. Yes, you did, Mom. Yeah, you did. I will. Thank you. She said she'll be praying for all of us. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the devil and all the dark lords.
In this movie, you're fighting the devil. I call him Beelzebub, Lucifer. It's how I got this job. How did you prepare for the role of fighting with the devil?
I did research in satanic kind of cults and stuff like that. In Los Angeles right now, there's like 50,000 devil worshippers. That's not even including the agents.
Yeah.
But let me
Our crowd was too busy cheering satanic worship to hear the joke. That was the sad part.
My upbringing, I grew up in a Christian environment. It took me to my adult years or leaving home where I could really, really try on something different for myself. That was Satanism. It's working out really well. I made a pact. That's why the movie came out so well.
Thank you
to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
Had we sold our soul to the devil? How else can you explain us being here?
Sammy told me he worshipped the devil. We were in Dan Tana's on that restaurant with all the pictures up. Sammy was like, you know, Satan is as powerful as God. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He says, why do you think there's so much anger in the world?
But they're just joking, right?
Yeah, like I could see if they didn't joke about it and people said these things and you would just be like, okay, these people are kind of just pulling strings. But the fact that they talk about it so much, even if they joke and they don't even believe in, like, you know, good versus evil or whatever, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But the fact that you joke about it is just, to me, it's just mind blowing. You're literally joking about something you don't understand or don't believe. And I just think it's just weird. Like, why would you do that? Or, like I said, they just mocking the people that know what's really going on. And like, haha, you can't really do anything about it. And they just saying it. And lastly, they maybe trying to normalize it. I don't know, regardless, it's very concerning.
All right, so there's a theory going around that technology is ran by demons, and I thought this was nonsense at first until I actually dug into it, because y'all know me, I gotta dig into things. So when you look at circuit boards and motherboards, they all have these weird little patterns all over them that look just like this. So if you read the Lesser Key of Solomon, it basically talks about how Solomon probably used like demons to help build the temple, and the way he did it was basically by like trapping them inside of like sigils and symbols. This is why you get stuff like this. They be like, these are different types of demons, and you wonder like, what do these symbols mean? These symbols are sigils. Sigils are symbolic representations, often pictorial, that are believed to hold magical or mystical power, particularly in occult and magical practices. They are used to represent specific intentions, energies, or entities, and are believed to facilitate communication with the subconscious mind or to manifest desired outcomes. So after hearing that theory and then reading the Lesser Key of Solomon, you're like, huh. And then there's also a bunch of ancient buildings that are designed just like our circuit boards and our motherboards. It really does just make you wonder. Like, there's so many examples of like ancient buildings and even modern civilization that looks just like technology. Because in the Lesser Key of Solomon, it talks about how these seals and sigils, they were made with like metals, like silver, gold, copper, just like technology. Because in the Lesser Key of Solomon, it also talks about how these seals and sigils, they were made with like different types of metals, like copper, silver, gold, metals that go into our technology, metals that go into our architecture. And when you look at our technology, it looks like these seals and sigils are in our motherboards and our circuit boards. I'm not saying this is true by any means, but hey, it's kind of interesting to think about, you know what I'm saying?
It is very interesting to think about. It really do make you wonder, right? They really do make me want to go down that rabbit hole to see if it really do line up. And I didn't forget about the deep dives. I just haven't been doing them. I did one. People seem to like them. The algorithm hated them. So I plan on making a second channel at some point by the end of this year, but I want to have at least 5 videos of deep dives. Like, I think that's gonna be one of them, because that's very interesting to me.
Video yet of the girl talking about how she just went in to get a haircut but left getting voodoo cursed instead? Something a little like this. Okay, well, if you haven't, she has 2 videos about this. I'm going to recap them, put them into this one video, but I will put her account right here. You can click on it and go watch her videos if you would prefer instead. Said she tried to make videos about this a year ago when it happened, but she was terrified that they would come after her, so she didn't. Said this was her first real haircut. Her mom had been cutting her hair in the kitchen for forever. She was a previous cosmetologist, so her friend found a very popular salon on TikTok and sent it to her and was like, you should go here. So she was like, okay, why not? She said the first appointment was great. The stylist was great. They were kind. It was, you know, a nice experience. But when she got home, she realized that the haircut was not so great. She messaged them and was like, hey, can you fix this for me? And they said, sure. And when she went back in, they basically spent the whole time telling her, this is fine. It's not wrong. You're wrong. But I'll do it anyway. She also said when she went back, it looked like they had decorated for Halloween, but it was like June. So she asked them, did you decorate like 6 months early for Halloween or something? And they just said no. And that was it. She said all of these screenshots came from a video she took when the stylist went to the restroom, and we'll get to that in a second. But the first thing she noticed when she walked in was this sign that said abandon all hope. Then she noticed there was a ring of salt around the hair chair, as well as the counter and the mirror in front of her. The mirror behind her had a pentagram on it. The floor in front of her had a pentagram on it. The mirror in front of her had 3 pentagrams on it. And the counter in front of her with the salt that you can see at the front had candles, and she said what looked like a voodoo doll thing. Said the vibe felt like,
I take this money, I got bills. I pay my car note, I give it right back to you. Then I gotta pay my rent, I give it right back to you. Don't that mean I'm working for free? I'm sorry. I just want to understand it, bro. I just want to understand this shit real quick, B. I want to understand it. Reflection. I want to understand this real quick. I own a business. I own my own salon. The building is owned by some realtor. I call him up. I pay the realtor. Who gave the realtor the money to get the complex that I'm gonna own my business in? The bank. Right? But I got my own business. So I'm coming in here, but I pay my rent to the realtor. Who pays that? To the bank. Right? So wait a minute. I'm getting this money now, but it's still going to the fucking bank. And then now, cause I own my own business, I'm the man, I got bigger bills. Guess what? Pay my employees or whatever, collect my stuff, and now I gotta pay my car note, cause now I gotta fly, pay my car note, that go to the bank. Pay my apartment, my house, my mortgage, that go to the bank. It's a rat wheel. You working for free. The people that print the money don't need money, homie. They need control, power. They need you to be doing what they need you to be doing when they need you to be doing it. They need your energy.
He's starting to wake up. He's starting to see the rat race and everything else that's designed to keep the average person down. I'm not going to go into too much detail because you can just look it up. But yes, everything is designed to pretty much keep you over and over again, just enough to survive, not enough to, get a little too ahead, just enough to keep you above the water. I saw that about 10 years ago, and people thought I was crazy when I was talking about 9 to 5s, and there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, by the way, if you love your job or whatever, but all the money does seem to go to the bank, and it seemed like the banks are all about controlling people, because you need the banks. And it's like he said, the people that print the money, the people that got a crap ton of money through banks, they control everything. That's just how the system is, all about the economy.
Very real vampire society living among us in plain sight. I actually have some exclusive insider information to add to Light Paladin's video. It first mentioned how Playboy Cardi started dressing and acting like a vampire when he released the song Vamp Anthem, and how this is not a coincidence. This also wasn't a phase, like it's a signal you could choose to become a vampire. There are people in every major city, especially in like the fashion, the art, the music industry, who practice blood rituals, who literally alter their DNA to evolve beyond human, like in order to become something else. He explains that he's seen it himself. He lives in a very major metro city, so do I live in New York, and he's been inside the scene. It's exactly like Blade, or like one of those gritty 2000s vampire movies where it's underground clubs, red lighting, no mirror, people whisper in Latin, and he's not exaggerating. Don't even get me started on the fashion industry. Some of these runway shows are rituals disguised as art. I went to one last year and we couldn't have cameras, we couldn't have anything like that. We were just there to like take it all in. And at the event, they made everyone wear these like red veils. The lights were then dimmed to near darkness. And then the floor that the models were walking on was kind of like a mirror. And it looked like this mirror was drenched in blood. And then like one model bit the other one on the neck. People clapped like it was some sort of like edgy performance art. But like, I'm telling you, it felt real. But of course, this is just a story for entertainment purposes. There was also a show in Paris that I only heard about where there wasn't a guest list. Like, and this is for entertainment purposes. This is all just like fun and pretend. You would have to bleed to get in. The designer never gave interviews, and people say that she hasn't aged for like 20 years. And that is the thing about these vampires. They don't age, guys. Like, wow, they got work done seemingly out of nowhere. Very quick recovery. Megan Fox has also openly discussed how she and MGK admit that they drink each other's blood. Remember, all of this is a conspiracy theory. It's just for entertainment purposes. Don't take anything I say as fact. But these nightclubs are like entry points. They're kind of like a testing ground. And the more elite the club, the closer you get to the inner circle. And there's a certain level where you're not just partying. You're in like a different dimension. And there are allegedly people in these circles that don't even blink, and they speak in riddles. There's actually a rave in Brooklyn that happens every equinox that has no phones allowed. And you'll hear about it once and then never find it again. And people vanish for days afterward. And then the people who return are all a bit different. I'm not saying to like go look for it. I'm saying that like it's already around you. And if you haven't been invited, you might at some point. This is just a spooky story. It's just a little conspiracy theory just for entertainment purposes. This is not fact. I am not saying that any of this is real or true.
All myths come from some truth. If you hundreds of years ago, it probably wasn't a myth. It actually could have happened. But regardless, if something like that is going on, there's a lot of things that go down in the underground scene. So who knows? Just make sure you just keep your circle small. But that's all the videos I have for today. I hope you have an excellent day. I'm gonna go take a walk, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
我靠！大地震！是我赶快先躲到这个。哦，差点GG！啊！哎，不是吧？
And now you know why they picked her. Why are we getting slimed in front of the kids, let alone still sliming the kids after we found out what that is used for? They had to get that money shot. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why Nickelodeon even exists after the stuff we found out about Dan. But, you know, it's too big to fail, I guess.
Hot that cars are literally flying. But wait for the best part, because this is not it. It is so freaking hot that places are losing power. Could you imagine having no power and being 100 degrees outside? Just trust me, wait for the best part. As we are having heat warnings all over the east and even part of the Midwest. By the way, it's very odd there's no fires when it's actually hot, isn't it? Unrelated, by the way, we also have all these animals dying. Fish, birds, cows, whatever. Of course, not to mention all the crazy heat warnings in different countries like Alaska for the first time ever. Now, completely unrelated, not relevant whatsoever. Look, DeSantis signs the bill banning this right here. And if they do it, they'd face a fine of $100,000 and imprisonment. But you know, I'm not really sold yet. Let's see what happens in the future.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it weighs anything at all. Where have we seen this before? And I'm going to show you something else too. Carrying a giant bucket of rubble and then immediately setting it down off camera. Also, look, carrying it with one hand, as this guy struggles to carry his bucket because he's a better actor, right? We're going to watch this again. Notice something else. If you were here cleaning rubble, wouldn't you have some stains on you? Wouldn't you be a little bit dirty? Instead, they're perfectly clean and able to carry large blocks of rubble with complete ease. No problem at all. Tiny little woman carrying a giant block of rubble and a giant bucket of rubble with just one arm, completely clean, and then sets it down off camera right there.
Either everyone there is a powerlifter or something weird is going on. Could the world be a stage?
Ini 2,2 kilo. Kon kami ka?
Ah, seru banget.
Pisangnya 2,2 kilo nih, ya. 2,2 ya, nggak apa-apa. Ada ke tongil.
Yeah, this looks really depressed to me. It reminds me when I went to the Philippines. I had to go through Beijing, China, and when I was in the airport, everybody looked super serious and super depressed. I'm not saying China itself was like that. I wouldn't know, but that's what that reminds me of.
Strange white figure by a bridge, but as he went towards it, this happens. A man named Henry was hanging out on a hill next to a bridge late at night. While broadcasting the moment, he notices something strange begins to cross the bridge. ¿Qué es eso, güey? No manches, no. No, loco. The man sees what looks like this white quadruped creature walking across the bridge. As the creature hides in one of the columns, the man decides it's a good idea to get closer. Then this happens. El cadejo, men. El cadejo. Vimos el cadejo blanco. ¡Ay, Dios! ¡Dios! Tocaron. Loud knocks can be heard coming from somewhere in the bridge, but this mysterious white creature that resembles El Cadejo Blanco is nowhere to be found. El Cadejo Blanco, or El Cadejo Negro when aggressive, is a dog-shaped creature from indigenous origin, believed to roam isolated roads at night. Feeling something's not right, he gets out of there.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم 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 إيه يا حبيبي.
This man pulled up to a church with a gun in broad daylight, but he didn't expect what happened next. This incident happened at the Cross Point Community Church in Wayne, Michigan on Sunday morning. They said it was over 150 people inside this church when it all went down suddenly, y'all. Out of nowhere. People was just in the church trying to get their worship on, and somebody with other plans that's demonic opened fire. So they said a 31-year-old man pulled up in his whip, hopped out, and started spraying the blicky, but he never got to make it inside. But as you saw with the video over my head, a lot of people was panicking. They said before he can ultimately make his way inside, a deacon hopped in his F-150 with no hesitation, and he ran that man over. And then that's when they say the security guard, top flight security, ended the job. He finished it before he can ultimately fire that joint again. And y'all know what I mean. He took him out. Pang, pang. They said the security guard got hit in the leg and nobody on the inside got injured.
It's a shame you can't even leave out your house without having to worry about that. But obviously, those people were protected. We have a serious mental illness crisis on this planet.
Braylon? Braylon?
Kids and
What's happening with your car?
He's not catching ball with you?
Yeah.
You need somebody to play ball?
Who are you trying to find? A ghost. A ghost? Yeah, a ghost. But weren't you just trying to find Reagan? Yeah. Where do you think she is? Reagan is the ghost. Reagan is the ghost? Yeah, Reagan is the ghost. Well, what's the ghost's face look like? What are we doing? What does that mean? I hear that ghost. You hear that ghost? Yeah. And there's that ghost. Okay. I'll be right there, Reagan.
America's power grid just triggered an emergency alert. And here's why you should care. The largest grid operated in the United States, PGM Interconnection, just issued a level 1 emergency alert. Why? Because of this brutal heat wave slamming the country right now. With temps soaring, everyone's cranking the AC, and that's pushing electricity demand through the roof. The alert basically means the grid is under serious pressure. Not a blackout level yet, but it's a warning shot. And here's the kicker. If demand keeps spiking, we could be looking at rolling.
I'm in Pittsburgh, PA. They are reddish pink. I can't make this shit up. I don't know what else that could be. They look gigantic and they're splitting apart.
Imagine controlling a robot across the world from your bed. This is the capsule interface. It's a new tech from Japanese startup H2L that allows you to transmit your full body movements and physical strength to a humanoid robot without even standing up. So think massage chair meets sci-fi. Basically what's going on here is it senses tiny changes in your muscles, not just your movements, but the force behind them. So if you lift something heavy, the robot feels that weight too. So unlike old school motion tracking with exosuits and sensors, this system reads your muscle intent in real time. That means robots can finally mimic how we move and not just where we move. And H2L just dropped this video that you'll see playing behind me, showing someone remotely controlling a Unitree robot to clean, to lift, and interact almost like they're being there in person. Possibilities with this are wild. I mean, think about it. Workers could lift heavy packages from home. Elderly folks could cook or clean with their robot help. Farmers could run heavy machinery from miles away. Even doctors or teachers could show up in hospitals or classrooms virtually. In the future, H2L plans to add proprioceptive feedback. So you'll not only control robots, but actually feel through them. This is crazy stuff. This isn't just remote control. It's literally a full body shared experience.
Oh, great. So now the workers at Amazon get to use robots while they sitting down for 12 hours a day. Yeah, I think I'll pass. I don't need something like that near me or in my house so I can get hacked and stuff. But yeah, I do see some positive benefits to it, obviously.
If you live in DC, California, or New York, listen close, because Iran just activated the sleeper cell in America. It's not fear-mongering. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just trying to alert y'all, because Iran literally said it. They said they activated their sleeper cells in America. So they said if we were to bomb their nuclear sites, this would happen. And what did we do? We did it. Forward to now, they just try to strike our bases that's in the Middle East. And for the people that keep saying, what's a sleeper cell? What's a sleeper cell? A sleeper cell is operatives that live on U.S. soil, who live quiet lives, normal lives, until they get the signal to go and terrorize some shit, go fuck shit up. And they just got that signal. So if you live in major cities like LA, DC, or New York, I would refrain from going to big gatherings, big events, anything that got to do with you being with a big ass crowd, like events that's popularly known that's happening. I would not go to them within the next couple of weeks. I would even stay off planes. I'm not gonna lie. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if they wanted to do an attack on U.S. soil, they want to gain the most attention they could. So they're gonna wait to the best opportunity. And with those 3 big cities, if it's a big event, especially DC, why wouldn't they want to go and do something crazy? And I just seen a video where a dude was talking about they were building bombs inside of a corner store, y'all. Y'all didn't see that video? I'm gonna make one after this. But that shit is crazy, y'all. So, like I said, just stay alert, stay prepared, and yeah, anything can happen.
So that conspiracy theory where people are trafficking human organs has now gotten a little deeper. So this 21-year-old former flight attendant was arrested for trafficking $3.3 million worth of a psychoactive drug containing ground human bones. Ground human bones. Let me repeat, this former 21-year-old flight attendant was arrested for trafficking $3.3 million worth of a drug containing ground human remains. She was arrested at the airport with this drug called Kush. Over 100 pounds of this drug that's only found on the black market. Take a look at this. This is the article about the stuff that she was caught with and was arrested for. Now, it's totally unclear of who is purchasing this stuff. I guess maybe it's people that are tired of the stuff that they've been using, you know, and they want something a little bit different. But this contains human bones. Now, if you go back and check out some of my videos and all the stories that have been coming out of people arrested for selling human bones, it's got to make you think, where are they going? Maybe we know now. Well, she is facing up to 25 years to life. Now, here's the question on my mind, and the question I want to ask you. How long do you think she's going to survive once they found out what she was caught for and the people that she was transporting it for? How crazy is this story? Let me know your thoughts in the...
Addiction is a crazy thing, isn't it? Or maybe a scientist using it or something. I don't know. Regardless, it's creepy and weird, right?
NASA is developing an indestructible tire, one that never gets punctured, never bursts, and doesn't even need maintenance. This tire is made from an extraordinary material called nitinol. The amazing thing about nitinol is that no matter how much you bend or twist it, once it gets a little heat, it returns to its original shape. Earlier, NASA used aluminum wheels in its Moon and Mars rovers, but there was a big problem. They wore out quickly and couldn't handle heavy loads. That's why they developed the nitinol tire, which can adapt its structure to match any kind of terrain. Now, NASA is working on bringing these tires to regular vehicles too.
My daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room. I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but... So this is the same toy that used to go off in the past. And it's always terrified me since. I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises. With noises.
It was wild that I didn't know how close my own wife was to the Clintons.
That you were married to her?
And well, I was married to her.
How close was she to the Clintons?
I mean, cell phone away, like, or hey, tell Ye to say this away, or hey, go out and use your platform to push the vaccination away.
Kanye say some pretty crazy things, but as usual, when people say crazy things, there are some truth to them. That's all the videos I got for today. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to say thank you for the 50K, and I will catch you on the next one.